And we are live.
Hello.
Fine.
Thank you for not staying silent and staring at the camera, making me question if we're actually live or if I did something wrong.
This crew is still a little bit new to it. They'll catch on eventually.
They're new to the meme.
Yep.
I mean, what meme? That's life.
That's what other people say.
Well, see, when Rojan says we're live, everyone is supposed to either stay silent or just mouth words without actually saying anything. So he thinks we're all muted.
Because I'm a gullible idiot, and I will believe anything people tell me.
I'm not that mean. I can be mean, but I am not that mean.
You'll get there. Don't worry. You'll get there.
You don't have to be crazy to work here. We'll train you.
Normally, I'd go along with it, but I need Rojan to do something for now, and once we achieve it, then yes.
Sorry about the dice sound. Let me mute.
Wait. So what you're saying is you are only being nice, so I give you the power of science.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you're honest. So how are all of you?
I believe it. Pretty good. Ate a really good meal earlier.
I'm exhausted because I was up quite late last night.
What were you doing?
Concluding my Strahd campaign that's been going on for almost 2 years.
Oh yeah, I saw your
Congratulations.
I saw your tweets last night about you being face to face with Strahd. I'm like, oh, this could only end well.
Yeah. It was an intense battle. We did a lot of things in that campaign. So I've played through Strahd, or at least the majority of Strahd, 3 times now. And in this most recent run, we've done things that I've never seen done in Strahd before, like completing the Argynvostal part of the story, which almost never happens. Having Rudolf von Richten with you in the final battle, that almost never happens. Having Tatiana survive the encounter with Strahd, that almost never happens.
Wow, you guys actually had Tatiana survive?
Yeah, well, she died, and then after we defeated Strahd and the curse was lifted, we resurrected her.
Ah, so she got better.
We've been carrying a scroll with us for the entirety of the campaign.
Keep in mind, you're kind of giving Strahd spoilers right now.
Well, it's Strahd. The amazing thing about that campaign is it's different every time you play it.
Okay.
No,
I've never played it.
Elements of it are ever really going to be the same, because it has a really neat mechanic that at the very start of it, you do an RNG based thing, and that determines the path that the story is going to take and the characters that you encounter and all that, which is why you can play it over and over and over again and have it be different every single time. It's amazing.
Strahd is the Curse of Strahd is the best example of a D&D choose your own adventure, where every choice you make is you just shooting yourself in the foot repeatedly.
Like the board game, what's it called? Haunted House on the Hill or something like that.
We went into the final battle with Strahd with 11 player characters. 11. We came out with 2 of them alive at the end.
Was Hidden Path one of them?
Hidden Pathway was one of them. He in typical Hidden Pathway fashion, he did kind of just run away.
That's what he does.
His name is Hidden Pathway, not, frontline brawler. So once his spell slots and sorcery points were expended, he was out. But he did live.
Did he wind up back in Chult after he left Barovia?
So we did like a little bit of an epilogue conversation between the remaining characters, and Hidden Pathway managed to convince the survivors to come with him back to Chult to finish the Tomb of Annihilation adventure.
So what you're saying is that there's no survivors.
Yeah, it's like, hey guys, I know we just went through hell. You want to come with me to super hell?
Yeah. It was a good time. My sister was the one that was DMing it. It was her first time DMing. and it was. I'm really proud of her. She did an amazing job with it.
Right on.
Kudos. Hell yeah. Ugh.
Oh,
I gotta run 2 games tomorrow myself at the game store.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. One's gonna be Ravnica, the other one's just gonna be an evil campaign.
Ooh, I have a book for Ravnica, but I've never played anything from it. I ran my Wild Mount campaign last night. I had it.
Nice.
Yeah, they just found a temple to Ukatoa in this like a shoreside tavern network. Yeah, it's fun. A couple Easter eggs in there for them.
Well, the wonderful thing about the Ravnica book, it actually starts you out with a level 1 to 4 campaign that you can kind of mess with.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm using to teach people how to play.
just throw them into the Rakdos and Karnam, and have the crazy.
Screw that! I'm taking them to the Gruul grounds.
Even better. Even better.
Survive, sons of bitches.
I just like the whole Rakdos thing because it's like, okay, you're fighting magic juggalos.
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah, but the evil campaign is going to be, along with their game store owner, I'm hoping it goes well. It's all casters.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, the druid is the tank apparently.
I was gonna say if they're all casters, then they're all evil. Hey, look, you're Thayan.
Yeah,
they're all evil and they're all squishy.
Well, one of them might be just neutral, but eh.
We got a Minecraft server up and running yesterday for the community.
What?
We spent about 5 hours last night just derping around. Julian, for the most part.
I kind of lost it towards the tail end.
Yeah, you were getting a little loopy there. Like it was at the end. It was just Saruman riding around in a boat on land, yelling at me to give him science.
Yeah, like I felt like I was relatively productive at the start, and then towards the end, it just kind of.
Surprised you didn't just pull out an Eye of the Enderman and just say, "Sengun."
Well, okay, so I
like
did
the
have
meme.
I did have an Ender Pearl, but Rojan was chasing me with the sword, so I used it to teleport away.
Smart.
Yeah, because I was what was I doing? I was fishing and he walked up and he hit me in the back.
Oh yeah.
And so I was trying to chase him down and hit him with a diamond sword. Realized last night that PvP is on the server.
Yeah.
Because I almost killed Julian while we were trying to fight a bunch of zombies. I kept hitting him in the back.
Uh-oh.
So yes, PvP is on.
Noted.
Noted.
But it is a community server, so anybody who is a part of the Behold Roleplay community or any of the communities of our cast member streams or anything like that are more than welcome to join. All the information is on our Discord. All you got to do is send me your Mojang name so I can whitelist you to the server, and then you just log in and play. But yeah.
If you want to play for Science Team, DM me on Discord.
Science Team. Yeah, I'm gonna as soon as we're done here, I'm gonna be looking into more mods for the server. But yeah, D&D wise,
I'm back.
You're back.
Yay! We got another healer with us. Yes.
So
Guys, let her out of her room.
Yeah.
She stormed out going, "I've had enough."
Just got piles of books just twitching.
Last time we were together about 2 weeks ago, everyone was still trying to grasp what exactly had happened to them that well, not really what exactly happened to cause them the memories, but trying to piece together why they couldn't remember what happened after, what Gaius told them, that they got blackout drunk at the library and then got jumped, and then Gaius's associates saved them. After some grilling, it did come to light that you did lose your memories, that you were attacked, you were jumped by a somewhat secret sect in the city that served some sort of unspeakable deity. you found out that, or you relearned that a good portion of the city's influential members are either in service to the sect by choice or because they've been enslaved themselves. You also learned that Syra had been sequestering herself in one of Gaius's many libraries, researching, trying to figure out what exactly it was that you fought and what happened to your memories and how to obtain them again. More information was revealed in regards to why can't I say her name? I created it. Valindra. I'm changing her name because for some reason it all of a sudden becomes a tongue twister. But Valindra, I'm going to say it really slow.
Just call her Valley Girl. How about that?
Veronica
was in search of these pendants that seemed that were rumored to, once you've collected all of them, you are able to open up some sort of temple out in the desert that would restore the land to its previous glory before the catastrophe that happened due to the I almost said Arcastan, but the Kamiroskan mages trying to steal the power of an old god for themselves. This alarmed Reiju even more because she is in possession of one of said pendants. Val has another 3. And depending on who you ask, there's conflicting information that there's 5, there's 6, there's 7. Seems that nobody actually knows how many pendants there are. But a heist was planned, as she would be hosting a almost royal gala for the who's who of the city in 2 weeks. And you decided that that would probably be a good time to get more information on these pendants, information on her, information on this cult, as it's rumored that she is either in charge of it or is one of the high-ranking members of the guild. Not the guild, but the cult. And as we pick up today, a couple hours have passed after your discussion or your talk with Gaius. He has since left the estate and is going to a dinner that he had been invited to with Val. Once again, you are told to not leave the grounds for any reason. Snit, you too. As now that since you've been brought into the fold, your life is now in danger. And when you were working at your forge, or if you were out in the city during the day, just keep your eyes open just in case somebody's following you.
My life has always been in danger.
And as a couple hours have passed, everybody is in the main dining room, seated around the vast table that Gaius entertains his guests at. Various plates of food, soups, beverages are being served to you during your dinner. And as we open up today, what are you doing?
I'm gonna grab the plate and I'm gonna go looking for Syra because I need answers. Wait, did he explain? Did he say what room she was in?
Nope. He did not give specific information as to what room she was in. He just said that she was in one of his many private libraries.
So he's just gonna go from library. She's gonna go from library to library.
Okay. What about the rest of you?
Well, he said he had a tailor, yes? A personal one?
He has a personal tailor on the grounds. That he said that anytime you needed clothing, or if it was if you wanted to start being fitted for a article of clothing for the gala, to talk to his personal tailor.
I guess I would search that one.
Given the time of the night, his tailor would not be operational.
Ah, fair.
Because you are at dinner at the moment.
Well, I know we all got caught up in the talks of doing this soiree. We have a goal now to just go in and get an item. Do we know anything about where, like the actual grounds, like the layout, anything like that? I'm questioning everybody that's at the table still. So that'd be Callian, Snit, and Zellart.
Rojan, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I feel like given Snit's background, he'd probably at least know where the grounds are and scope them out, but maybe not super intimate knowledge.
You don't have all. You know where her estate is located in the city. You've been on the grounds and even inside some of the common rooms when you've met with her with Richro in your past. You're not super familiar with it, but you at least know where it's at.
Okay.
And you like, from what you've seen, it is something that is heavily fortified. She has numerous elven guards stationed almost at every point of entrance to any area of import inside the estate. You can't get past them without either documentation or her word.
So I'd relay whatever information I know to the rest of the group on that.
Callie, how good are you at maps? I know you're good at calligraphy, but
like city maps or like district maps, I can't do like big continent maps. That's too much for me.
Okay, so small scale, building, grounds, maybe a section of the city.
I can.
Anything that's smaller would be good.
Draw out places I've been, but I'm not like one of those map making people.
Callie, Callie, give me a history check.
This is gonna go splendidly. Oh, actually, not bad. 11.
Since you are pretty much entwined with like the bureaucratic nature of the city, you do know that the Cartographers Guild has a section that is dedicated to the storage and maintenance of the blueprints of any of the larger establishments in the city. So if Reiju was looking for like the layout of Val's estate, that would possibly be a place to go.
Yeah, so like whenever I need to know about a place or go somewhere that I've never been before, I just go over to the Cartographers Guild and like ask for a map.
Oh, that's wonderful, actually. I wonder what it would take to have Gaius send somebody out there to get a few maps for us.
Well, what would it take for Gaius to send somebody out there to steal the blueprints?
No, not steal, borrow.
That's what Zellard
probably.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is we could take her blueprints and a couple others just to have it mixed in.
Definitely a possibility.
I mean, like a courier going there and asking for maps is a common thing. So if I go and just ask, they might give it to me.
That could work. Obviously, everything we're doing that would have to involve us going outside the house, we can discuss with Gaius himself when he gets back. Because that seems like a simple, like during the day kind of thing. Yeah.
When Gaius left, did Bernard go with him, or is he still hanging around?
Bernard's still around the estate. He's not with you. He's just wandering about.
Gotcha.
Oh no.
Bernard and Bernard too.
Tweedledee, Tweedledoo. Let's see. Aside from that, there's not really much else we can go on. We don't know specifically what the item is. We don't know, well, we do know when it is. Where it is what we're going to be learning. Getting around it, that'll take some practice. But
yeah, I mean, we have lots of time to plan though, right? Because it's in 2 weeks and we've barely known each other for 2 weeks.
This is true.
So it's a long time.
Yeah.
Definitely. You definitely have enough prep time here. Like, I wanted to give you guys enough, prep time to Ocean's 11 this if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm going to be spending some time in the library tonight. So, like you said, we've got some time. I just needed to look up a few things myself.
I'm going to need at least 8 more NPCs running at least 20 more cons.
We need leadership feat. We need the leadership feat.
Well, we've got a couple people in our party that has connections, people that are perfect for this kind of job.
Speaking of Rojan DMs.
Oh.
What about DMs? I am one.
Discord DMs.
Snit, do you know people that would be able to help us?
Maybe.
I'll take that as a yes. I didn't say they would. I'd say if they could.
I mean, there's lots of people out there.
You know a lot of people. You're pretty famous.
It's... Well, I know a lot. I'm not saying a lot of people know me.
Fair. What about you, Wiz? Oh, sorry, Zelark.
Yes, I know people. The problem is they kind of have gone dark at the moment, so I don't know if we can rely on them.
Well, honestly, the bigger problem beyond that is finding people that want to fuck with her. Or, you know what, usually there's the desire to, but an unwillingness nonetheless.
Yes, she is a very intimidating and powerful member of the city. For all intents and purposes, she rules the city.
So who do we know that could be of help to her? Maybe we could get on there. Yeah. Who could we appease to her ear? Be the middleman, if you will.
Well, I'm guessing most of those people already know who we are and already don't like us.
Well, aside from those that know us, what about the ones that don't? That we don't regularly come face to face with? Some people from the upper echelon. People like Gaius. Apparently he's got the influence here.
From what I understand, his relationship with her is more of a keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer, and they're both pretty aware of it.
Yeah.
And we shouldn't trust him anyway. He said so himself.
This is true.
He said you shouldn't completely trust what he says.
What he does, however, is actions, not his words.
So while this is going on, Minako has pretty much like you got some of the conversation, Mina. You grabbed like a quick plate of food and you got up and left, and you began to search the city. Began to like wander the hallway, searching room to room to room to room. And about 10 minutes into your just exhaustive room to room search, the door opens. A door a little bit down the hall opens from you, and Syra, you exit out with a couple books in your arm and a couple loose leaflets of paper where you've like taken various notes on the situation. A happy yet exhaustive look is on Syra's face, as Syra, you have actually found a ritual that's, if performed correctly, should restore your friend's memory.
Is it something I think is within my own power, or that I need someone of arcane nature?
No, it is a druidic ritual. You during your time in there, you were able to find specifically a restorative ritual that a druid circle would perform for people who had some way or another suffered forms of amnesia. Okay.
Do I know if there's any special ingredients or things that are required for the ritual that I don't have?
There are, but thankfully Gaius has a very large stock of supplies that you have already been given permission to use.
So what would it take for me to do the ritual then?
You've got a list. You've got the list of ingredients and everything, which Gaius has told you that anything that you need, just give it to one of his Gearforged butlers. They'll acquire everything that they need for you, and it's just a matter of prep and making sure everybody's in the right place at the right time.
Okay. And is it like an individual, like one per person?
Yeah. So the way this ritual is it's pretty much you're going to first prepare however many cups that you would need. So in this case, it would be, was it 4 cups?
5.
5?
Yeah, there's, aside from Sire, well, actually no, Snit doesn't need one.
Snit doesn't need one. Yeah, it's just you 4. So you would begin to prepare this strange concoction that's like almost the texture of molasses into specific clay cups. And once the mixture is created, poured into the cups, you then begin a 3-hour ritual of focused meditation on your part.
Okay.
This ritual will then imbue the restorative properties into the cups themselves. Your friends then drink the entire contents of whatever's in that cup. They go to sleep. They then experience once again the trauma that they had suffered at the hands of whatever caused them to lose their memories. And when they wake up in the morning, they will have their memories back.
Any other side effects that I read about for me or them?
For you, no. There's no risk of harm to you at all. To your friends, there sometimes is side effects to where they're a bit tired the next day, like they have exhaustion because It's depending on the severity of it. Excuse me. It can be an exhausting nightmare.
Okay. All right. And then Mina, when you see her, in addition to all those things that he said, she also has what appears to be manga style drawings, a few papers with some manga style drawings on them as well, that she's kind of trying to hide a little bit. Oh, Mina, hi. How are you? How are things with the group?
Do is eat with us, asshole, and she'll offer the plate of food.
Oh, thanks. Let me just, I was just heading over back to my room if you want to come. I need to put this stuff down real quick. And I'm guessing she has rooms kind of nearby.
Yeah, her room is like almost 2 doors down from your from the library.
So she'll start walking over there. Thank you so much for thinking about getting me some food. I've been forgetting to eat if Gaius doesn't have someone bring me food. I usually just, keep going.
Yeah.
So she'll go into her room, set the stuff down, take the plate, start eating. What's been going on?
The fuck you doing to my hair?
Right. That.
Julian, you're a little bit low.
Yeah, a little quiet.
Yeah, you're a little quiet.
Let's see. Settings. It's all the way up on.
It could be Zoom.
It could be
Yeah,
Zoom.
because my volume's all the way up.
Well, you're fine now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So about that, you found out that was me, huh?
Yeah. Well,
Are your memories coming back, or?
no. I've been told conflicting things.
I imagine so. Yeah.
The Minotaur said you and I were together, but Gaia said they cut my hair.
Oh. Well, you and I were together after we got chased by the city guard because you kind of attacked them. Or no, you ran from the scene. That's what it was. We were attacked by this meat monster, and we were on a rooftop, and I was in my lion form, and that spooked some of the people. I guess they're not used to seeing a purple lion with horns, and so they thought there was, magic or witches around and or wizards or something. And I ran because I thought, I wanted to stay in my shape because I caught scent of more of those creatures. And you decided to follow me, but then the guards thought you were running away and thought you had summoned the lion demon, and you kept running from them. And so I caught up with you because I was really good at hiding, and then you kind of got on my back and we escaped. And in order to avoid you getting in trouble, since they can't recognize me, I offered to dye your hair and change it, and you said yes and let me pick the color.
Could I insight check it? Just to see if she's lying to me or not?
I mean, do you oh, it's Mina, she doesn't trust anyone, so yeah, go ahead.
What? Because she does. Okay.
You did say that you kind of liked it after, or?
That's an 8.
You honestly, with all the conflicting information that you've been given over the past couple days, you're really not able to make heads or tails of anything on who's telling the truth, who's telling the lie. So you're just kind of iffy on most stories that are being given to you at the moment.
But that's what happened. We kind of hid out for a while together to let the heat down,
Just you and me.
Just you and me for a little bit. And you said I was cool.
Okay, you gotta be lying.
Well, you did try to go back on it, but for a second you said I was kind of cool.
Okay.
How about I just help you with your memories? I found something.
What? And she'll
We-
go over and sit down next to her.
I can fix it. I can fix what happened. I can give you guys your memories back. I think. I could try.
Is it
It's
in
a
the
ritual.
books?
In the books, it's a ritual done by my people.
Like, is it tieflings or druids?
The druids. The tiefling ritual would be very different.
Right, what do we need?
I have Gaius's people gathering this stuff. I was gonna, after I put this stuff down, I was gonna start prepping the circle and the things I need for it. And then later tonight, if everyone wants to get together, you guys just have to drink something that I make and then go to sleep. I'll explain more with the rest of the group. But then you'll be able to remember everything.
Is there anything I don't want to remember?
I don't know. Probably what happened with the creature. It was pretty rough. I wish I didn't remember it, honestly, but it's good one of us does.
Finish your food and we can get going.
What?
Finish your food and we can get going.
Okay. She'll just grab some food and like grab a big roll.
Did I notice that she was trying to hide something earlier, Rojan? Like that.
Not with that
she was
insight check, you didn't.
No, well, like I mean, like when I first saw her in the hallway, how she was hiding drawings.
Yeah, I was trying to kind of tuck them in a little bit.
Probably not. It was you probably just took it as she was trying to balance the tried not to drop paper and
Yeah.
stuff as she was trying to balance all the books and stuff in her arms.
Got it.
What else? I was gonna say something. Oh, and Simon he was curled up on my staff as usual. As we're walking and I'm holding this and I'm bouncing my staff like, just awkwardly. So he's like, whoa, when we are walking. And now he's I'm taking my staff with me, but just grabbing a roll and a few things and okay, I'm ready to go. Where are the others?
They're in the dining area.
Oh, okay. Shall we? And she'll make her way over there.
All right. And by the time you the two of you walk in, you both pick up on the conversations of finding finding more people who don't like her.
Did Gaius keep Syra informed about the ball and everything and with what's going
no,
on with-
he the only time he's popped in is to help you in your investigation.
He let me focus.
He let you focus. He didn't want you distracted. He didn't want you to have to worry about any other distractions outside of, what is going on right now.
Did I also find out any information about what that creature was that did that to us in my
You
research?
did. From what you could actually go ahead and give me a straight up wisdom roll.
Okay.
Let's see how
Which
much
dice wants to behave today.
That's always the question, isn't it?
We'll go with purple because Syra is purple. With straight up wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, that's good. All right, not bad. 18.
18. From everything that you can gather in the books and the time that you've taken to research it in the past couple days, the creature that you fought was some sort of avatar of one of like the old lost and forgotten gods. Judging from how it fought and what happened to your friends after you thought they had died, this was one that severed the mental link from humanoids, making them more susceptible to mind control. Thankfully, that did not come to fruition, as Gaius and his followers were able to rescue a lot of you before any sort of control can be could be implanted into your friends' minds.
And would I be able to make a connection if there might be one between, since this is an avatar of a forgotten god and it seems to be weaponized, make a connection with, would I know anything about warlocks or think that it might be connected to that?
This is, you've heard of warlocks making pacts with old gods before. A lot of the wasteland warlocks are normally those who have made pacts with the forgotten gods, as they seem to be the ones that offer the most tempting powers at times.
Okay.
So you have a good feeling that there are probably there's probably some warlocks in the ranks of the cult itself, but they're probably not all warlocks.
Okay. So we join the others mid-conversation, I guess, what you guys are talking about.
So what you're saying is we don't really have anybody. That's a shame. Oh, Sarah.
Hi.
I run over and like clasp your shoulders.
Oh.
Wonderful to see you again.
It's good to see you too, Raju.
Don't lie.
I have good news.
And she'll go sit down.
Hmm?
Oh, what did you mean to say?
Don't lie to her, Reiju, and I'll go sit down.
Mina.
Mina and Syra sitting in a hangar. Anyway.
You did not say that. So group, I have some exciting news.
What's that?
I think I can help you get your memories back.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I did a lot of research, and guys, has a lot of books. I don't think I've done that much reading in my entire life.
Well, apparently it paid off. You're finally out of your room.
Yeah, I focused in on. I remembered my mom. She had this ritual, a few of them, that they could do where they could restore people back to their original states. And I had that in the back of my mind, so guys helped me narrow in my search, and we found a druidic ritual that should work.
Wonderful. Are you up for it right now, or do you need to eat?
Well, it's gonna make you all need to go to sleep right after, so we probably want to do it towards the end of the night when you guys are ready. So just let me know when you're ready. I'll need a little bit to prepare the circle, but I wanted to let you all know that, the good news that soon you'll know everything and be back to normal.
Do you need some help preparing? I can probably help you prepare.
Sure, that would make it go faster. Thanks, Snit. It's good to see you
Start
again, by the way.
down.
Snit, slow down.
Yeah.
Double hand.
Like Snit, manners.
Oh, is Scrappy around, by the way?
Double hand on the plate, just open maw, and
Scrappy is sitting right next to Snit.
Simon is gonna crawl off of the staff and go approach Scrappy and kind of like try to sniff him. And his little fringe is gonna flare out a little bit and then go down and then flare out. Like he's really confused on whether or not he should be threatened or not.
and
Scrappy eats him.
And if it helps, I don't know what kind of perception Simon might have, but he may notice Chubster crawling around on Scrappy, and there's actually a little compartment on the top of Scrappy's head that's got a little windshield, and Chubster sits in there.
Scrappy is now Chubster's mech.
It's a Zord.
I rolled for Simon's perception and I got a nat 20, so he totally notices his friend Chubster in there. And that's gonna calm him down a little bit, and he's gonna crawl up onto Scrappy and look through the little window.
He's now Chubster's mech.
That's amazing.
Snit, what's that?
Oh, that like with mouthful of food still chewing. That's Scrappy. Actually, Scrappy, open up.
Scrappy goes,
and Sire for the first time sees like Scrappy open his mouth, but Snit dives head first into it. Both hands.
Hate you.
Both
Oh,
hands
no.
reaching down the throat into the bag of holding, and I wiggle a little bit and then fall back out. And I've got two large wooden suitcase looking things. And I hand them both to Syra. Well, one's for Nirix when she gets back. But open it up.
Okay, and I'll open them up.
And inside, it's like one of those professional makeup artist kits where you open it up and there's trays with compartments, and there's one section, like a larger section with where there be a little bit of space, and there's springs and basically a vial stabilization area, so that while you're traveling, you might be able to work on some alchemy or herbalism stuff without it being shooken up too bad. And Rojan, what did we want to call these?
So what they are is they are reinforced they're reinforced kits to where you will now, instead of like where you are only able to make healing potions and whatnot in the city, these kits will allow you to make healing salves and whatnot out in the field.
Okay.
Seeing as how the healing salves take less time to create, and it doesn't really need to go through like the beaker process and everything that a potion does. That's why it takes so long in the city. You're able to make these like during a short rest.
Great.
So
Okay.
salves, mixtures, stuff like that, you'll now be able to make with this kit.
Snit, this is amazing. You should sell these.
Profit.
I mean, seriously, it's so hard to, when you're out, especially for nomads. My tribe would kill for something like this.
You could almost see gears turning in his head.
Oh no, we've turned Snit into a businessman just like Zellark.
In
Sarah
that
will-
moment, Zellark speaks up and goes like, I could do that for you.
Thank you so much, Snit, and she'll give you a big hug.
Just Mina goes like, "What the fuck, Snit? You've known me for longer. Where's my gifts?" She's
got a new
playfully.
sword.
She's not being serious about it. She's being.
I've got things in mind for you. I just haven't had time.
And she'll just like rub like the top of his head.
Okay, wow.
I should probably also mention the downsides to this ritual. From what I was reading, it sounds like any trauma you experienced, you'll experience it again. Probably will feel like it's real in a dream state. It may make you extremely exhausted the next day. I'm not sure.
How exhausting can a day spent with you be?
Depends on how traumatic the experience was and the impact on you, I suppose. So maybe try to relax a bit before the ritual, meditate, go on a run, do whatever helps your body and mind find a nice, calm, clear state. That might help.
Sarah, earmuffs. Earmuffs? Just earmuffs. Okay. Sarah, can you hear me? Okay. So, remember, Guy said she saw you all die.
Right.
So, I mean, it could be pretty
Right.
traumatic. Just think
Well-
about it.
Well, if that's the case, we should probably. And this is gonna sound kind of stupid, but maybe we should ask Syra how we all died.
I didn't want to upset
That way-
her. That's why I had her cover it ears.
You're gonna
Well-
ask the emotional one.
Well, it
How
might
they
help
died.
us prepare for whatever we have to go through during our dream state.
Okay.
I'm not saying we
Stop.
have to,
Hold on.
but
Either
Siren?
way, I'm taking it.
Okay, so, if you're ready to talk about it, because they don't know what happened, they don't remember. I mean, obviously, right? That's why we're doing this whole thing. But, in order to let them know how traumatic it might have been, it might help if you tell them what happened.
if you're ready.
We know it was hard for you.
I don't know if that's gonna help. It's not gonna make it any less. I don't think knowing it ahead of time is gonna change things. But if you guys really want to know,
Don't care one way or the other. Just give me the fix.
Well,
I think it
one way
might
or
find
other,
it hard to believe, though.
one way or another, they're going to find out. It just might help them prepare for it a little bit.
That way, it's not so shocking for us too.
If
Although,
you're ready.
If it's,
I don't
Syra-
actually know.
Syra, give me a medicine check.
Okay. $16.
You know, telling them will have no impact on the reliving the experience. Because even though like they know they die or how they die, the experience of dying is still gonna, hit them.
Yeah,
Knowing,
I guess.
knowing won't change anything. It's still gonna hit you the same. The only difference I can see is it potentially making it worse because you're gonna make your bodies into a panic state ahead of time. It's better to be relaxed going into it. I don't think it's a good idea.
that's probably better than not knowing. She'll smile softly.
You'll know soon enough. And then
So,
maybe you'll wish you didn't, but
I mean, either way, thinking about it, probably best to do it sooner rather than later. That way, you can all have more time to recover.
This is
Go
true.
get it over with.
Oh, I guess we should also let her know about this. In a couple weeks, we're possibly going to go to a gala, a ball, a dance.
a dance?
Yeah, Gaius was talking about it earlier. I'm not exactly sure what the specifics of it are,
We're
but
heisting.
possibly. But the
Yeah.
other thing is, we get to prepare for it.
Why are we going to a ball?
Something about reconnaissance, something about items that she may have.
What items?
Well, there was an item that we were thinking that may actually help with the restorative powers, but
Oh,
also,
good. We have a plan B then.
yeah, in case this one, I have faith in you. I'm just saying that,
It's always good to have a plan B. I mean, I'm fairly young and new in my circle, but I'll do my best.
you're the only one here from that circle at the moment. That makes you the top.
Fair.
We'll trust
So
your
a
judgment.
ball. So we're trying to find information about who.
You remember anything about this person called Valindra? Snit had a bad run-in with her.
I don't think I've ever heard of her.
She
You
owns the
could
city.
say that a few hundred times over.
Oh. Well, if she's on
Yeah.
Snit's bad side, then she's probably not a very good person.
Which made it more reasonable for us to think, that sounds like a good idea. Take from the person who's wronged us, but that's still 2 weeks from now.
Wait, did we? We weren't allowed to actually touch her though, right?
No. No physical harm. No. Well, let's just say not a direct
So
attack.
what are we
We're-
looking
we're
for? Information on what?
Omitting a really important detail here. She kind of runs the whole city.
Yeah, I had mentioned that she owns the city basically.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck the
So
city.
she's top. Yeah.
If she's that high up, then did Gaius say she'd already been taken over?
Gaius,
Has he even told you anything?
Here's the
I don't know what
thing.
he's told you.
You know, he did make a point to mention to us that we shouldn't trust anything he says.
Trust him to a
Look.
point. He's been very helpful.
Look,
But I
That's
don't
what
know.
I thought, but he said no.
Maybe this would be better to talk about once you have your memories, because I'm making some connections and I don't know what you know, and I don't want to stress you guys out more
Yeah, much to
by
my
revealing anything.
chagrin.
Yeah.
She
I think
seems to
now is a
figure
good
out
time to get started on that ritual then, if you're ready.
All right, then fill me in more about this Valandra or whatever afterwards,
tomorrow.
and we'll be able to plan better. But awesome. I that's great. We used to do these dances around the bonfire, and they were pretty cool.
Show
Of
us
course, in her
sometime.
mind, she's picturing like belly dancing right now. So.
This is gonna be a lot bigger than that. But I mean,
Oh, okay.
hopefully we can have some fun with it.
Yeah, it's fun. Usually we like cook some meat and we dance around the bonfire. Is it gonna be like that?
Something about that seems. Well, let's just say the food will already be prepared at that point.
Oh.
There probably won't be fires either. Well,
Yeah.
like
What?
torches
More like a
and
Maybe
lights.
torches.
but-
Maybe torches, but
Oh.
yeah,
All right.
not a big bond.
Okay. I'm sure you guys will help me figure it out.
In
I'll
the
go ahead
meantime,
and start prepping.
okay.
In the meantime, I'm gonna go to the library myself, do maybe an hour, 2 hours worth of research, and then I'll come back when you're ready to do the.
And then
thing.
Snit's coming with me to help me prepare.
I'll
Yep.
go along too.
Okay. That'll make it go a little faster.
Callie is going to announce that she's going for a run around the property. She's not actually going for a run.
All right, Callie, what are you doing?
Callie is not going to pull a Zellark. She's not going to leave the property. But she is meticulously going around the property, making note of any and all guards that Gaius may have, watching for any patrol routes of people protecting his estate, looking for the security, basically.
Okay.
So you're pulling a Zellark.
Within the confines of the property.
So
I told you guys to relax.
So as you're going around the property, you notice something real quick, rather quickly, and it disturbs you.
Bernard?
There is no security anywhere.
I thought that might be the case.
The only people that seem to be in this estate are Gaius and the Gearforged and Bernard. But he has no guards. He has no blood. He has nobody like of flesh and bone on his estate.
Okay. I thought that might be the case, and I had a plan in place if it was, but I was really hoping it wasn't, because now Callie's -1 int mod is going to show. She's going to go. Excuse me. She's going to go to the front door of the estate,
Mm-hmm.
and she's going to open it up, and looking inside of the estate, she's going to back out of the front door.
Okay.
So basically, she's leaving the perimeter, looking for anyone that may have been hiding and watching us. Any people on the rooftops, any people that were cloaked in shadow, anything of that sort.
Go ahead.
Because he always seems to know where we are and what we're doing,
Mm-hmm.
but there's no people watching us that we can plainly see. So she's trying to pull them out of hiding.
Give me a perception roll.
Oh, she's good at perception. She's very good at perception. 26.
You don't see anything. You don't see anybody hiding in the shadows. You don't see anybody on the rooftops. But as you're backing up and you're looking around, you bump into something. And then you hear just like a very loud crunch. And then some chewing.
I slowly turn around and look at the source of the noise.
And you see Bernard standing there, eating an apple, and he just waves at you.
And Callie just like freezes up and all her feathers stand on end.
Oh, she's blushing.
Something you're doing, little bird.
Little bird, I love it.
At names
stroll.
already.
Callie, you can't lie to me. Look who my brother is. You're gonna have to do better than that. What are you doing?
I just, you know, he always seems to know what we're doing. I
Well, that he
wanted to
does.
know how.
Guy's gotta have his
I-
secrets.
Yeah, but I don't think I trust him anymore.
You shouldn't. I don't.
You know,
And I'm
people keep
related to
saying
him.
that, but you don't trust him?
Not as far as I can throw him. Look, his father and my father are two different people. His father is a conniving backstabber. Somebody who covets knowledge, power, as most Rashkasha do. My brother, on the other hand, sort of a balance. He does like information. He does like being on the upper hand of things. But at the same time, he's got that caring side of our mothers. But he takes care of his friends. And he would give you the information he has given you is truthful to a point. But as he's told you and your friends many times, don't trust everything he says.
Yeah, I'm trying, but I'm having a hard time with it. He's always been good to me, so
He respects
no
you.
reason not to trust him.
And my brother's respect goes a long way. It means he won't stab you in the back. He'll stab you in the front while looking at you in the eyes, but at least you'll see
I
it
don't
coming.
want that. No. You're not gonna stab us in the front either, are you?
No, I'm not like him.
In a good way, or
Take it as you will.
well, I don't know how to take it.
Callie, you've been in this city for a very long time, but you are one of the most wet behind the ears green people that I have ever seen, that I have ever known. Your eyes are everywhere, yet the wool is quickly pulled over them.
I just don't like to assume the worst in people. I mean, I know there's a lot of bad people out there, but
Unfortunately, in this city at least, assuming the worst is usually what lets you survive.
yeah, but I think we can do more than that. I don't think we have to just survive. I think we're all capable of much more.
Well, you are a good egg, little bird. I can tell you that. Just watch out, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll try. Hey, have you been watching us, like, from the very beginning?
I've been watching you from the very beginning.
What?
Oh yes, I've kept tabs on you for past 6 months.
What?
Mm-hmm. I have a very detailed dossier on you. Your eating habits, where you like to go after work, your record times on deliveries.
I'm gonna go back inside. Bye. She just runs in.
Oh my gosh.
I want to see that file.
Yep.
I want to see all our files, to be honest, but
Yeah, I want to see the files he has on us.
I want to see a date between those two people.
Or do you mean those
You know,
three?
there's a ball coming.
Those three. Oh. Oh.
So Sarah's setting up the ritual in the garden
Okay.
for, druid reasons to be near nature.
Is this the first time you've had fresh air in a while?
If Reiju's there and says that, she would. You're in the library studying right now, but she would definitely be like, she is kind of like just enjoying herself out in the garden. It's her first time she's actually even been in the garden, because she just like woke up inside Gaius's place and hasn't left
Yeah.
the grounds at all.
Yeah, this is like your first experience with his full estate.
Yeah, so she's a little like really enjoying the gardens because it's green and there's flowers, and it's rare for her to come across these apart from oases and stuff.
Oh my god.
So she's enjoying
time,
herself.
Minako said she was going with him. She didn't say she was gonna help. She's gonna sit in the garden and write in her grimoire like notes on what kind of things she wants to try.
Okay. Snit, however, Syra's giving him some directions, and he's helping her place stones in a circle, and there's a few like ingredients and stuff that she's having you help scatter around. She hands you seeds and asks you to spread them throughout the circle on the inside along the edges, and then she asks you to fetch these 4 clay goblets that she asked Gaius's people to make, and so sends you to grab those, and a pitcher of water and some other liquid ingredients in some jars that Gaius's people has gathered for her. So she sends you off to get those things while she continues to prep.
I will do that.
Okay. And while the prep is going on, Reiju said that she was going to the library. Which library? Never mind. Like, you're going to the main library.
Basically.
That's the only one that you know of.
Yeah, so the goal is to find anything pre-calamity related, and to basically also look up anything about the Nebella family.
Okay.
And if she can, maybe something about the Venyel family.
Okay.
If possible.
And
this, I'm not actually reading, I'm literally just finding the books that may have interest.
all right, go ahead and give me an investigation roll.
Okay. Core. There it is. All right. 17.
17. You scour this library for like the time that you have. This thing is huge. Like, you walk into it and you feel like it doesn't belong here. That this room,
it dwarves the actual public library.
It dwarves Vesteria's library. But the thing is when you walk in, the width of this room is almost like 1.5 times that of the estate. Just like something in about this library does not feel natural. And when you're looking around, it's like all of the walls around the perimeter of the room are lined with books. And then you see multiple rows of shelves with books as well. And you look up and it goes up about 5 stories. Every story just lined with various books. And with like the 3 hours that you spend in here, you don't find anything pertaining to what you're looking for.
In that time, would I have noticed that there was also like the old-fashioned catalog index cards or anything like that?
There's no index cards.
There's no sorting system.
No. It seems that like whoever operates this library pretty much knows where everything is at.
No Dewey Decimal.
And
There's no Dewey Decimal System. There's no index cards. There's no nothing.
but it does seem like there may actually
They're organized.
be an order. They are organized.
There is an organization to them. There's
what kind?
There's organization to the chaos. They're organized from what it looks like and from like the wear and stuff on the bindings and everything. They seem to be organized by age.
Okay, so
With like the younger books being on the bottom floor and the oldest books being up on the 5th.
Yeah, that would probably be where I would have started then, knowing that. And then, do I actually recognize any names?
You don't really see anything pertaining to family histories.
Okay. What about author names?
You don't see author names either. These books only have on the spine itself almost just a description of what the book contains. Almost as if these books have either been relabeled or just due to the wear and tear, you don't see the author names anymore. But a lot of the older books are historical books.
Okay. Huh. Interesting. Mental note. I would try and find the separation between pre-calamity and immediately post-calamity.
And none of the books in this library are pre-calamity.
None of them.
Nope. The oldest books that you have seem to have start almost immediately after the calamity, but there's nothing pre-calamity in here.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, Weirds, but I think what you mean is pre and post arcanapocalypse.
Yes.
The apocalypse, basically. The 200-year-old bomb that went off.
Yeah.
Oh, in
the arcanapocalypse.
The reason I'm questioning is because the calamity is often something different.
Oh, different game, different terminology. This is what I know.
Like in this section, in like this part of the world, it's known at like everyone refers to it as the calamity.
Okay, just making sure everyone was talking about the same thing.
It's freaking Book of Eli up in here.
Shadowhawk's being a lore nerd.
Well, I am a sage background, so basically, I now know what is in this library.
Yep.
And that's good enough for me for now. Let's see. Do any of the books actually look, even though they're super old, like they were tried to be kept in good condition?
All of the books are, for the most part, they look like they've been maintained. They've been tried to be preserved. They look old, but it doesn't look like they're going to fall apart if you hold them in your hands.
I'll just kind of pull one and kind of figure out where I'm at in that part.
Okay. And when you pull this book, something falls out of the pages onto the floor.
Oh, jeez. Oh dear. I just kind of put the book off to the side and then see what I actually dropped.
When you see what you dropped and you pick it up, it's a envelope, an old envelope. The paper is faded, it's gone gray.
Does it look like it's been opened?
Oh yeah, it's it's no longer sealed.
Okay, so I just open
But
it up.
the name on it says Gaius, as if it was addressed to him.
I continue reading it
All right, so you open up the inside.
slowly. Just kind of figure out, like, is it the bottom of the letter, the top of the letter?
No, the envelope has Gaius' name
envelope?
on it, and
The
it does.
envelope?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll open up the envelope slowly.
All right, you open up the envelope, and there's a strange piece of parchment inside of it, folded over once.
Does it look like anything similar to a scroll parchment, but also like not actually scrolled up?
It's
Or
got
does it
the,
look-
it's got the same like age texture that a scroll has.
Okay. I'll slowly pull it out.
Mm-hmm. And when you pull it out, you can tell that it's got like fringed edges around the side, almost as if it's been burned.
Aside, I used to make really cool old parchment
Mhm.
with tea and a lighter.
Yep.
And a couple little scissor cuts here and there. Those were fun for pirate days. But anyway, open it up.
And when you open it up, there's a bit of like a whiff of brimstone that goes into your nostrils. The parchment is completely blank.
Reiju starts to understand what this is and starts putting it back, and then finds the book, puts the envelope aside, starts reading the book, and probably just continues reading.
When you look through the book, all of the pages are blank.
Starts to understand a little bit more, because the book we handed Gaius earlier, he was able to reveal whatever it said on it. He has that on probably all of these books. Puts the envelope away.
You don't know that though. That was from.
I don't.
when you-
I am, as a character,
Yeah.
I am putting these together because the book we had in our possession, we gave it to Gaius, and he said that it was in the text of a bastardized version of Giant and what was it called? Devil.
Yeah, but you lost memory of that. That was.
Yeah, we don't remember.
Yeah,
that.
You don't remember that.
Yeah, that was
No,
before.
I thought this was post.
No, no,
Nope.
and
That
that
was
was
before.
only Syra, as far as I remember. That
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
And it was only me that gave him the book. Yeah.
Because Syra was the one that went straight to.
That's
that happened.
why I-
That happened
okay.
literally like right before the battle.
Right
And
before
And
the
Syra
battle.
never
Okay.
even got a chance to tell you guys
Okay.
about it.
Okay, so rewind.
But
I
soon
have
you'll make
no
those
clue.
connections.
Yeah, you
No
have
clue
no
about
idea
that.
what this thing is. It's just like here's a blank piece of parchment that smells like brimstone.
Yep.
And a blank book.
And then Syra's had other things to deal with, so she hasn't told any of you about it because you don't
Right.
remember half of the reason why we even had the book. You'd be like, "What about this book?"
Player knowledge.
Yeah.
knows. Character. Meh. Sorry for the confusion, everybody.
No worries. That's why I was like, "No, dude, you don't know."
Because I thought that was post, because Callian
Mm.
had the book at some point, I thought, but whatever. Yeah, so she doesn't know what to make of it, puts it away, and makes a mental note to talk to Gaius about how to go about studying in the library later.
Okay.
And then meets up in the garden eventually.
I guess at this point, Minako's bored, so she just creates one of her magic missiles and just like pokes it to see if it like what it does. Like she doesn't fire it off. She just
Magic
has
missile?
it floating.
Just kind of emanates it.
She creates her missiles.
Oh,
but doesn't shoot them.
when you cast magic missile, it just shoots.
It just shoots. You can't hold it there.
No, you
as
can't
a
hold it
hold
there.
action?
No, it's like when you cast magic missile, it flies at the target and hits it.
Mhm.
Okay, well she's bored and she'll just look at like a tree or something
Okay.
and she'll just shoot off.
Oh my god.
Yep. And the magic
Well-
missiles fly. The magic missile flies out of your hand, and just hits the tree and like.
Does it have to be out of the hand?
Yes, it has to.
shoot
It
out
has
of
to
your
be.
hand?
It has to. Well, it has to be out of either your hand or whatever you're using as your focus.
Ah, okay.
And so
You
when
shoot it out of your sword.
when you let it fly, they zip towards the tree and just slam in the same location, and would be just splinters from it.
That.
Syra shoots Mina a mean look. What was that?
Right.
What did the tree do to you?
Well, I'm trying new things I can do.
That's great. How about we save that for enemies or for unfeeling stone and not a living creature? She'll walk up to the tree and put her hand on it. I'm so sorry.
And the tree like kind of brings up a branch and puts it on your hand.
I'll would plant growth help it at all?
You
Oh, I don't have that prepared.
you don't
Never
have that
mind.
prepared, but you could see that where the splintering happened, it's slowly repairing itself.
Oh, you're a special tree, aren't you?
Give
Gaius
me
has anti-vandalism.
give me a nature or history check.
Both aren't good stats, unfortunately, because I still believe that druids should have a different thing than intelligence tied to fucking nature.
Right.
Both are really bad. Yeah, no.
What'd you get?
5. It's a 5 unless you want to make a DM game call about druids and nature styles.
Well, it would make sense because you haven't really been around a lot of trees in your
Fair.
time. You've seen trees, you know of trees, but you haven't really been amongst the trees a lot.
But you know what I do have prepared? Speak with plants.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast Speak with Plants.
Okay.
Hey, tree. I'm sorry about my mean friend.
That's okay. She's a bit of a dumbass.
I know, right? She means well, but she's playing around with new stuff and doesn't know the proper way of doing things.
Yes. Master Gaius has informed me and the others not to move on her or anyone else, no matter what they do.
You gonna be okay? Need any help?
Oh, that's nothing.
Why are you so different?
Difference? Different how?
You moved and
Well, I am alive.
you're healing faster than other trees.
Oh, I am sorry, dear. You think I'm an actual tree.
You're
I'm-
not?
Kind of. I'm what's known as a Trent.
Oh,
We are tree
No
people.
way.
my people
Did I
told
just
me of
attack
you.
Treebeard?
Oh my gosh, it's such an honor to meet you. I've always wanted to meet a treant.
It's like, if you look around, every one of these trees in his garden is one of us.
Well, I'll tell the others to be more careful.
Don't tell them about us.
Don't?
No. We are his eyes.
Noted. It'll be our secret. Do you have a name?
Well, since you didn't shoot me with a missile, and you were kind enough to apologize, you may call me Scylla.
Scylla. It's a pleasure to meet you, Scylla. I'm Syra. We have similar names.
That's cute.
Okay, well, I'll try to keep them from being so disruptive.
They could be disruptive. They can't necessarily harm us to an extent that we would die.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either. It's like your people in bee stings. It's an annoyance.
That's a good one. Mina would be so pissed if she heard that.
What are you laughing at?
Nothing. I'm having conversation. Okay, Silas. Sorry, Silas, right?
Sila.
Sila. I'm sorry, Sila. Well, I wish you prosperous growth and health. And she'll leave Sila. I'm gonna write down my new treant friend's name.
Kind of an answers a question of Callie's is how he knows what the hell's going on in his establishment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The trees have eyes.
She keeps her secret.
I'm
Ira
sorry.
will-
The
Sorry, go
trees
ahead.
have eyes is a much scarier title than the hills have eyes, if you
Yeah,
ask me.
the trees of eyes. Sire will stomp back over to Mina and just kind of take her staff and gently whack you on the top of the head on your horn. Don't hurt my friends.
Well, is actually aggravated if she hit her horn since they're a little sensitive.
It's like flicking your ear.
Yeah.
She does it very lightly because she has horns too.
Quite literally flicking the ear.
Yes, she is doing that. Okay. Thank you. Save it for later. And Sire will go back to focusing.
Okay.
You're supposed to be relaxing anyway, she says off her shoulder.
Lord.
Zelark, what are you doing during
Hold-
like the
hold on.
3-hour downtime?
Hold on. After Sire does that, Snit's gonna walk up to Scrappy and whisper in Scrappy's, well, what would be Scrappy's ear. No more letting your oil on the plants. Okay?
Oh, you wouldn't hear this. Oh, just
I
because she
wouldn't
called her
have-
just because she called her the tree her friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So Zelark, during the 3 hours it takes for Syra to prepare this concoction, what are you doing?
After we all leave the dining area, I go find one of the automatons and ask where like the equipment area would be. Like if there's a storehouse with equipment bits, and also where the armory is, because I need to replenish some things.
Well, the armory and the equipment storage are in the same location. Take the stairs just right down this hall down into the basement. Go down three floors, and you will be in the forge, armory, equipment, whatever you want to call it, the storage area for arms and armament.
All right, and then Zelark goes down there to look for a few things. Are we meant to like pay for equipment while we're here?
He hasn't told you anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
He's pretty much just said, my grounds are open to you.
Okay, so I'm taking a mental note of things that I grab.
What are you looking for?
Darts, pitons, and block and tackle, and a poisoner's kit if he has it.
He has everything except for the poisoner's kit.
Okay.
So you can replenish your darts and get the pitons if you want.
Okay. So I'm a whole whopping 7 electrum worth. So 10 darts, 20 pitons, and 2 block and tackles, just because if we're going to be heisting.
It's good to have it.
And then from then on, I was told for this ritual to work, we should be in a state of mind. I will return to my room. And as I go in, I sit on the bed. Somar slithers out and just curls up next to the pillow. And as I sit there, I'm just trying to calm myself, and I turn over, grab the item that I grabbed out of my house, and unwrap it, and I'm just kind of looking at this lyre for about 5 minutes until I will start to play a song on it alone in my room.
All right.
And, yeah, and just for a bit until I'm called for.
Okay. So 3 hours pass. Those of you who are not in the courtyard are summoned to the courtyard. Not the courtyard, but the garden. And there are, waiting for you, or those of you who need to remember, a clay cup, almost filled to the brim with this very thick, brown-looking liquid inside of it.
Minako doesn't even think about it. She just downs it.
Okay. Like, you see Minako down it, and the moment the last drop passes through your mouth and down your throat, Minako just falls unconscious.
No. Hold on.
No.
Because, no, there was more to this that I wanted to do. But...
Oh, you could still do it. It's just Minako just walks up and...
No, the
as in-
the goblets
okay.
don't have the liquid in them yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So if she's
Also, I
walking
think
up,
you
she just sees
described
empty
it as
clay
like
goblets, and then there's glasses filled with other liquids. 'Cause I have something in my head I want to
Okay,
do for the
go ahead.
ritual, if that's okay.
Yeah. One more than
No,
enough.
Mina.
No, Mina.
I
Mina.
see. If I notice her walking towards the goblet, you're just gonna look at empty cup. Be like, careful with that. So is everyone gathered? She's gonna wait for everyone to gather.
Yeah, I probably showed up about an hour after you started.
Okay. Anyone see Callie?
You want me to go look for her? She said she was going to be walking or running around the compound.
She'll show up, but she'll probably be the last to show up, and she's like preening her feathers as she does, and there's still a faint red in her cheeks.
Okay. Zellark? Anyone know where he is?
I can go check his room.
Okay.
I'll just run up. Do I hear the music?
You would until I start hearing, like, you get closer, then it'll stop.
Zellark?
I immediately stop and wrap the lyre up, and I put it away. And probably about as Reiju is coming to the door, I open the door and.
I believe Syra's ready. Are you good?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Okay. Didn't know you were a musician.
It's something I picked up.
Well, if you ever want to duet, and I just kind of hold up my ocarina, just let me know.
And I just walk past Reiju and go to the garden.
Just follow suit.
Okay. Just waiting on Callie, and then she, I guess, comes on in a few minutes later. All right.
Yep.
Mina, I told you stop looking at that stuff. Don't touch. And Syra will kind of position you guys around the circle, looking at each other, just on the inside of the circle, but along the edges. But you're still on the inside of the stones that she set up. And she'll ask everyone, okay, now take a deep breath. Take it in. Let it out. Mina, yes, you have to do this.
She'll just like reluctantly do it. Just give me the drink.
Okay. And now, Snit, you're gonna want to stay out of the circle. Make sure you're out the outside.
Okay.
Don't come in here no matter what, okay?
Okay.
Good. And she will go over to the goblets and start mixing the liquids into the 4 goblets. And while this is going on, she's druid crafting, and she's saying something in another language. It's the language of the druids. So it's like Sylvan. And it comes out and it's beautiful and exotic. And you've heard maybe bits and pieces of her say it when she's done some other magics, but she's saying the very long strings, and it's almost in a sing-song kind of way, and it's slow but beautiful in melody. And as she's sort of singing this ritual, casting and pouring the liquids, she druid crafts the seeds that she had scattered earlier start growing, and flowers start growing within the circle all around you. And the air starts blowing gently and picking up, and you start picking up scents of the floral scents kind of surrounding you, and then you get the scent of rain, and then you get the scent of like a large body of water, almost like an ocean scent, which is strange. And then it goes back to the florals or like a forest. It just keeps kind of transitioning between all these different kind of natural terrains of scents. And the breeze picks up a little bit, and then she pours the final bit of liquid in, and will slowly walk over and hand each of you a goblet until you each have one.
If I wake up dead, I'm gonna be pissed off, and she'll down it.
Suddenly remembers the flower that I divined burned, and it was like, okay, I'm hoping it's not Revenge of the Plants.
And then as she hands the final goblet, the last thing you guys hear that's new is the sound of birdsong and of bats and of lizards and of just like a lot of different animals kind of sounds, just not loud, but just gently kind of like you're standing in the middle of this different terrains and different wildernesses. And then she'll kind of motion for you as she's chanting to go ahead and drink when you're ready.
Minako didn't even wait for none of that. She's drunk at the moment you put it in her hand.
She sighs a little bit at that, but continues singing.
And
Bottoms up.
Yeah, I mean, Minako's already done. She's been done.
and the moment you drink all of it, you're out. Like they all just like crumple to the floor as they drink it. Syra.
Fall on the bed of flowers.
And before we get into what hell you experience after drinking this, let's go ahead and take our first break for the day. And when we get back, we'll do your experiences. We'll do the raccoon gift. And I'm gonna make one of you draw from the deck of many things, as we got a extra life donation from Master Groudon during the
I volunteer as tribute.
I
volunteer as tribute.
So we will be right back, everyone. Just give us about 5 minutes or so we can just get up, stretch your legs, and all that fun stuff, and we will be right back.
Those cravens backstabbed me, deceived me. Never shall I tolerate their crimes.
Alrighty.
Then just going to use that. I'm not finishing that sentence so Rojan doesn't hear it and get ideas.
Yeah.
No. Go ahead. Finish.
No. We're good. We're good.
No,
We're fine.
I'm good.
Everything's fine.
Carry on.
All of a sudden,
Hurry up.
oh no.
DM doesn't need more ideas.
This
DM
is
has
fine.
plenty of
DM
ideas.
always needs more ideas.
Nope, we don't need to help him.
Ox is guaranteed to pull from the deck of many now.
You draw the card of tell the DM what you were thinking. It's a new card. I just made it up.
I don't like that.
All you get is
I don't like
butts,
any of
butts,
those
butts,
cards.
butts, twins, butts.
You know, I could actually
No,
spawn
that's
something off of that.
Yep.
That's Vera's mind.
I was about to say that's a different character.
Yeah. But.
So,
This card's butt.
Yup.
as
That's exactly where my head went.
as everyone drinks their tea, violent images begin racing through your minds. A huge eldritch horror standing above you, in an expansive void. You and your friends on these small pieces of hovering rock, split away from one another, writhing tentacles swirling between it. The images and the experiences of the battle that you all went through begin flashing through your minds. On the outside, or back in the real world, Siren, Snit, you can see all of them like the four of them begin to writhe and twitch. Various facial expressions begin to dance across their faces, showing that they're in some sort of struggle. Sometimes a painful grunt escapes one of them. This whole ordeal goes on for maybe 10 seconds. Though it feels much longer for those of you who are experienced in the dream, as you feel as like you've been locked in combat with this creature. And then everything just goes black. No pain, no anything, just nothingness. And then just a very faint hint of Cyrus screaming out in agony. After they're done writhing Syra, the autonomous butlers begin to pick them up and take them to their rooms, as they will be out for the remainder of the night, leaving you and Snit alone in the garden.
Well, we'll know if it worked in the morning, but everything happened as I expected so far.
Okay. Is there anything I can do to help?
We just had to wait. You said they're in their rooms now?
They've been taken to their rooms, yes.
Okay. I'll periodically check on them, but we need to get rest too.
Either way, you did good.
Thank you. You did good too. Thanks for helping set up.
Yeah, no problem. I just wish I could do more.
No, it's fine. I felt that energy. There's a good energy here for druidic magic. There's a lot of old nature around.
Yeah, you don't see trees very often.
Like ever, right? Yeah. This place is special. I'm gonna spend some more time here, and then I'll check on the others before turning in. But
Okay.
you can do what you like. Thanks for your help.
I think I'm gonna go keep setting up shop.
Okay, sounds good. Where did you set up your shop?
Rojan, you said he's got a smithy. Is all his crafting stuff kind of in the same general area? Because I think that would just be
For Gaius?
yeah.
Yeah, everything's down in the basements.
So yeah, that is my new home.
Okay.
I'm taking over that area.
The basement? Underneath?
Yeah, he's got
Where
a
it's really dark?
forge. He's got workstations. He's got a lot of stuff. So actually,
Okay.
it's like
Another time.
actually better than the artificers have.
Oh wow, great. You must be having a good old time down there.
Yeah, that's fun.
I'll leave you to it. And Syra will go around and just kind of talk with, she's not going to cast Speak with Plants, but she's just going to go around to the different trees and introduce herself now that she knows there's more to them than what meets the eye.
Okay.
And then she's going to kind of just go upstairs, check on the others. Does she see anything weird with them? Are they sleeping?
While you're in the garden talking to the
Okay.
trees, Bernard, almost like ears next to you. I would be careful with that. People are going to start thinking you're crazy if you start talking to the plants.
That's okay. I don't mind. They can think what they want.
So I take it you figured out the secret.
Yes. I
Keep it hidden.
made friends with Scylla.
Yeah, I saw that Mina shot her. Thankfully, they're under orders not to harm the guests.
That's a good thing too. But
So you're the one who's been locked up in the library all this time.
yeah. You look familiar, but I don't think I've met you.
He holds out a hand. Bernard, I am Gaius's brother.
Syra.
Oh yes, the one of the crash. I can't call you a victim.
Yeah.
Where's your other half?
Nyrex, my sister?
Yes.
She's well, she's with others of her particular. She's like my dad, and they have this whole ritual thing they have to do, and it's a lot of training, and so she's with someone else that can help her with that part since her dad's kind of MIA at the moment, so he wasn't able to do it with her.
Absentee father?
I don't think it's by his choice though.
See.
Yeah. Bernard, huh?
Mm-hmm. Well, if you want to get technical, Bernard won.
Bernard won. Why won?
As he you see like this, one of his horns is cracked. He taps it and then it just breaks. And then behind you, like uncomfortably close, I'm number 2.
And what do we call you?
Bernard 2.
Well, I guess that keeps things simple. This isn't our kind of thing.
No, this is a oops, something happened when I was born thing.
Oh.
As Bernard 2 kind of like transforms like to this shadowy wisp, and you see like the horn reappear.
Is that something like what Minako does?
No, he's very much alive. I was supposed to be a twin, and well, I'm not. I am.
Wow.
Sort of.
Well, it's very fortunate that your twin brother was able to be saved in this way if you were going to lose him. I assume that's what happened? Something like that?
Sort of. It's more some sort of arcane complication happened during our birth, and well, we were fused.
Oh, how come he doesn't have his own name? I mean, if me and my sister, it'd get really confusing if we had the same name.
He wasn't really known about until, well, my horn shattered one day and there he was.
Wow.
So we just decided to go with 1 and 2.
Okay. Do you have control most of the time, or do you guys like share, or?
Oh no,
how does
no,
that
we are completely completely separate individuals. It's
Oh.
just when he's not wanting to be around, he rests up on the horn.
Oh. Well,
Which
Bernard,
is-
too, it's a pleasure to meet you as well.
Which is a good thing because we share experiences, I guess you can say.
Oh, that would be very useful.
No, it's very dangerous.
Oh. I guess I
If
can
we
see
are
that as well.
if we are apart and one of us cuts our hand, the other one is cut as well.
Oh no. That would be awful for me and Nirix. She gets beat up all the time. I mean, she usually is putting herself into danger. And I mean, she's good at, avoiding it too, but still, ow. You wouldn't believe some of the bruises she comes back with. Anyway, she has a dangerous job.
You have a dangerous task ahead of you.
We do, don't we? Taking care of all this cult going on in the city. It almost seems too big to handle.
It definitely seems that way.
Be easier once my friends get their memories back, though.
Yes and no. Let's just say you may have to restrain Mina, as what happened to all of you and the information that she will have is probably going to make her want to go on another one of her rampages.
This is true. I didn't even think about that. Well, I guess I'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it, right?
If the bridge is not already on fire.
I can put it out.
Oh, before I forget, this came for you. And he reaches into his coat and he pulls out a roll of parchment that's been sealed in wax with your sister's Hunter clan sigil. The
Thank you.
one of the birds brought this in this morning, but I was told not to disturb you, so
Thank you.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go take a look at this, but
yeah, yes, of course.
I'll see you around.
Maybe, but I'll see you.
Okay. Sure, why not? Okay. Bye. And Sarah will continue going around, finishing up, introducing herself to the trees, and then we'll head up, checking on the others real quick.
Mm-hmm. And those of them who drank the concoction are peacefully sleeping in their beds.
Okay. And the last thing I want to do is open up the parchment after I go to my own room.
Okay. And I sent you the what was in the letter in DMs.
Okay. Thank you.
Is that before or after you chain Minako to her bed?
Damn.
These are important details.
Indeed.
Okay. I'm going to read it out loud because I'm sure like our audience will want to know. So I open up the letter and I read it, and it says, I'm proud of you, staying strong and hanging in there. And it's from Nirix, obviously. I know it's not easy being on your own, surrounded by strangers in a place that's so foreign. They better be taking care of you or some heads will be rolling. Ooh, she rhymed there. Good job, Nirix. Varen and I have completed our report and are finishing up my official recognition to the Order. It feels so good to no longer be an initiate. I can now take jobs and share responsibilities as an equal member of the Order. I wish Father were here to see this. He trained me my whole life to reach this point, and to have him not here, or to have him not be here, and she kind of trails off a bit. I will talk to you in person about what I learned from Varen about Father. It's not long, but it's also not satisfying. You'll also have to tell me this trouble that's going on. I'm heading back there soon, and we'll see you in just a few short days. Take care, little sister. P.S. I hope there's been some progress on my bike.
37 sidecars.
Sarah gets really, really happy and curls up into bed holding the letter, and Simon's gonna curl around her and just go to sleep.
Okay. So.
That was a valid question. Was Minako restrained in her sleep?
You're like really low, and I don't know why.
I don't know.
Like, is it capturing? Is it capturing your mic? Is your capturing your microphone and not like your camera microphone?
Yeah, I checked. It's my microphone.
Zoom. I swear to God.
Is it the same issue that I had whenever I do like this versus this versus this versus this?
No, 'cause it's all right here.
It's all right there?
Hmm.
Okay. I don't know.
Tis weird. Unless Syra ordered it, no, Minako is not found.
Okay, then by the time she gets checked up, and she is going to be
Well,
fully dressed.
before that happens, we got some things.
Right.
We got some shit we got to cover here.
Oh boy.
So, what I need from all of you
God,
is
here we go.
to roll me a percentile die.
So the D10 and the percentile die.
Yep.
All right.
Where's my other? No. Yeah. That's it. No, this is not a D10. Yeah, it is.
Yep.
All right.
Interesting.
I rolled high. I don't know if that's good or bad.
I did not.
All right. Callie, what'd you get?
59.
59. Okay. Callie wakes up perfectly fine. No exhaustion, no side effects, no nothing.
Oh, this was just for the people waking
the
up?
people who drank the tea.
Okay.
Oh, I'm fucked.
Reiju, what'd you get?
I got a 93.
Oof. 93.
Oh, never mind. Maybe I'm good.
All right.
I'm confused.
I need you to roll me a D3.
A D3, okay. 1.
1. You have 1 point of exhaustion.
It's not bad.
And keep those percentiles close, because you are going to be suffering from reoccurring nightmares of the situation for a while.
Oh, maybe I'm fine. Maybe I'm fine.
Julian, what'd you get?
A 39.
A 39. Can you give me a D3?
Oh well, never mind. I guess I did not. I assume you mean a D4?
No, D3. It's a D6 halved.
Oh, D6 halved. Okay. Oh, cocked. That is a 2.
That is a 2. Okay, so wait, is it a 2 on the die?
No.
Okay, so you have 2 points of exhaustion. Zelark,
98.
give me a D3.
1.
You have 1 point of exhaustion, and you're going to have reoccurring nightmares as well.
Yeah.
Oh no, the reoccurring nightmares are going to get fun. Let's put it that way. So I need to mark down here.
Like the one time not to roll high.
Yep. So you wake up. Some of you feeling bright as rain, others feeling a bit exhausted. But your memories are returned. The incidents of the past week and a half flooding through your mind as soon as your eyes open. Everything's starting to make a little bit more sense, other things being a little more confusing. Some of you having the realization that Gaius obviously did not tell you the entire truth.
I mean, he said he didn't.
But you're awake. Your memories are back. And you feel whole. But as everyone wakes up, you have a small bag on your chest.
The hell?
I'll open it.
Kind of clumsily open it. Just,
Well, I'll get dressed first and then I'll open it.
And a small piece of clay falls out.
Can't pick it up. What am I looking at?
It's a small ball of clay. Soft and cool to the touch.
Sarah really needs to leave notes with these things. Just kind of puts it back in the bag and just kind of lets it sit on her chest while she's like...
This is everybody, by the way.
Everybody got a clay?
This is the raccoon gift.
So everybody got the same thing?
Everybody got the same thing, yeah. Everybody, that's pretty much how I do the raccoon gifts, is everybody gets the same thing, and it's usually some sort of utility item that you can use.
Nifty.
Yeah, she'll just... Does the room have windows?
Oh, yeah.
Minako's just gonna stare out in the direction of the market guard barracks.
Okay. I'm gonna kill Jesus.
But yeah, she'll be fully dressed in her gear, sword in her hand, like her sheath, but in her left hand, and she's just staring out into the direction.
So Snit fell asleep in the workshop area, probably on top of Scrappy. He wakes up and finds this bag, and he opens it up and pulls out the lump of clay. What the hell is this? And try fiddling with it a little bit, see what happens.
You're able to shape it. Like, it feels like molding clay.
I wonder who left us in. And I'm going to go out and try to figure out who gave us, or who gave me this bag with lump of clay. So, be knocking on doors.
Yep. So, for one of you, there is a there's a thud on your chest. Raise you. As a strange deck of cards is sitting there. And you have this compulsion
Again.
to draw from it. Doesn't have to be from the top, but just tell me like how many cards in you draw from.
If you get the wish card, I'm gonna be actually upset.
Take the middle two numbers of your social security number.
Who's drawing the card again?
You are.
You are.
I have them right here.
Okay. Heart of the cards, top deck.
Top deck it. I don't think we've gotten this one before.
I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not.
Good news is you're not broke again.
Actually, that may actually play into something here. So, you draw the balance card. And it's
Oh man.
an alignment change. So the way that this would normally work is if we did alignments, your pretty much your alignment changes from lawful to chaotic. Good becomes evil and vice versa. If you are neutral unaligned, this card has no effect on you.
Yo, do we got 2 evil characters now?
Well,
Oh,
the
dear.
good thing is you don't have to worry about him Reiju being chaotic evil.
Oh, that's true, because Reiju was kind of chaotic as it is.
Well, I was neutral good. Now I'm neutral evil.
Well, if you're neutral, then there's no effect. You're just still neutral.
So the good stays good
The good stays good. Yes.
as long as there was a neutral part of it.
Yeah. Neutrality doesn't change.
With the card, with the cards, I'm seeing that it says like if you are true neutral or unaligned. He's
Oh.
not true neutral.
Oh, true
I'm
neutral.
not.
You're right. Yeah. So instead of neutral good, you'd be neutral evil.
Join me, sister, in my evil acts.
Oh no.
And
Now
updated.
you have 2 Minas.
Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. One of
No.
them's Mina's definitely.
You have a much worse problem.
See, I was really worried about Syra drawing because I'm like, her she would just go evil. That would be evil druid would be. I don't know about this. Happy I didn't draw.
So, actually, you know what? I'm gonna redo that. I'm gonna take the balance card out because I don't really define you guys by your
Oh, okay.
define you guys by your alignments.
Damn. You got off
Okay.
easy and Rojan said, fuck you.
I also
Pretty much.
like the idea of something that just forces you to change the way you want
Yeah.
to play your
No,
Yeah.
because alignment, like I was saying this last night in Dean during Minecraft. Alignment types in D&D are pretty much the equivalent to a Myers-Briggs test. They don't mean anything.
Motivations never really change.
Yeah, and personality
Yo,
shifts
someone-
and like. So, you
The
want to
situation could arise. I could. You've already taken that card out, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
balance is taken out. We're gonna nix balance from like future drawings too.
Okay.
Yo, heart of the cards again. Summon Exodia.
Yeah, let's do it again. Top deck.
Baby dragon.
Oh,
Oh, shut up. Shut your mouth.
baby dragon. Like a lot of people are familiar with this card, as you draw
Oh.
the vizier.
Oh no.
No, that's
Wait.
good.
The
It's good.
vizier is
That's
a good card.
That's really good.
So
That I think is possibly my favorite card in the
the
deck.
vizier,
So good.
for those of you who don't know, at any time that you choose within 1 year of drawing this card, you can ask a question in meditation and mentally receive a truthful answer to that question. Besides information, the answer helps you solve a puzzling problem or other dilemma. In other words, the knowledge comes with the wisdom on how to apply it.
Nice.
Oh, and geez, what timing is this? We're about to do a heist.
It's pretty much like it's pretty much like a celestial cheat guide.
That is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the vizier card because the vizier card opens up so many possibilities.
How
The-
do I get judgment cut?
Start
Give me
leveling
to
up.
calm down.
Start leveling up.
You have to take the feat motivated.
No, you just get a response back. About 40 years of training.
Yeah.
All right, so just the description of that, I'm gonna need that sent to me so I can mull that over.
So pretty much
Now-
what it is in meditation, you ask a question. It could be anything, and you will receive a 100% truthful response, along with information on how to obtain the answers to said question. Say if like it's, how do I unlock this door? Not only would it tell you that you would have to have a specific
Turn
key,
the doorknob.
it would tell you where the key is located.
Oh.
Like to watch out for the guard shifts and stuff like that.
Mhm.
It's-
Yeah, like you're pretty much given like a video game walkthrough guide for that specific question.
Well, not surprising to anyone. Noticing that the sleep did drain me, I immediately go into my trance.
You
Since
also don't have to use it right away unless
Yep.
you want to.
within a year,
Within a
I've
year.
heard.
Yep, within a
No.
year.
I just start meditating.
You're muted.
Oh, sorry. I was like, it might be, useful to plan with your people first before you ask.
Who said I was actually going to use it right now? All I said was I was going into a
Okay.
trance to rest because I still have 1 point of fatigue, which I can get
Oh.
rid of real quick.
That's cool. All right. Fair. I was like, wait. We're all like, wait.
I am taking a 4-hour short rest technically, which is a long rest for me.
Technically you cannot do that because you've just come out of it. You've just come out of a long rest.
You are limited
Wait,
to
I
a
thought-
single long rest
In
within a
24 hours.
24-hour
Yeah.
period.
Yep.
You're stuck with that exhaustion for the day.
Yeah. Yeah, even if it's a 4-hour trance, it still counts as a long rest for you. So you can only take one long rest every 24 hours.
Okay, that makes more
Suck
sense
it,
now.
elf.
Okay, elf.
Curse you! Anyway, so I got that. I got the ball of clay. We all got the ball of clay. Cool.
The ball of clay is actually something I think some of you will like.
Yeah,
Something tells me
first
it's gonna be
door-
like it's gonna be a multi-tool.
Is it
the first
plastic?
door that I go to is Syra because I would be like, she's the only other one awake right now, or that was conscious last night. She must have left this for me.
Okay, I hear a knock on the door. Oh, come in.
Open up the door. Hey, Sarah, what is this? I mean, I'm glad you gave me a gift, but
I didn't. It wasn't me. I have one too.
this wasn't. You have one too.
And
Yeah, I was
as,
just
guys.
as Syra holds up hers, a small card kind of falls off of the bottom of it.
Oh, I didn't notice this. Hold on.
And
I'll look at it.
it says magical shaping clay. Shape it to whatever your heart desires, and it will be brought to reality.
Apparently, we were given magical shaping clay. Here, take a look at this. And she'll hand the card over to Snit. I don't know why or who.
I can't believe I called it.
Maybe Gaius dropped it off for us?
Maybe he knows.
We'll ask around, or maybe one of the others got up early. I don't know. Maybe one of my friends from the garden. I have no idea.
Sure. Yeah. Does the card mention anything about like it being a one-time use?
It's a
or-
one-time use. So pretty much what this clay does is you can shape it into, say, an item, a book, a sword, something of this world. And the clay, once it hardens, will turn into that item. You can even shape it into an animal if you would like, and it would bring it into existence.
Oh, Rojan, don't give me those kind of options.
Now there are limitations.
What are the limitations?
You cannot make a dragon and form a dragon in the middle of a room.
Oh, okay. I wasn't thinking that big.
But it's like you've got a ball of clay to work with.
Fairy dragon?
Do you know if we would be able to make like a magic item, like something to boost something we wanted to boost? Like if we thought really hard about something we wanted to boost.
No, this is just bringing an item into reality. Like
Not a magic item.
Not a magic item.
Do
Okay.
we know how many uses we can get out of it?
One.
One.
You get one use.
Makes
Okay.
one thing.
And
I'm gonna hold on to this.
As long as it does not have moving parts, or say if like you're trying to make a dragon or something, you're fine. It's simplistic items or creatures.
Can I use it to make a familiar?
Not a familiar, it would make a pet.
Oh, no, never mind. I want to be able to dismiss it. No, I don't want to be annoyed. I don't want the responsibility of having to take care of something.
I make a miniature kobold that looks like Snit. No, I'm kidding.
Is this something that's in D&D
There's only
Beyond,
one
or
snake.
is this
Nope.
the homebrew?
This is a home thing.
I create Chet in this campaign.
Everybody starts making their Mr. Raccoon comes to town character.
He just has like he's got like a little 3-foot tall kobold running
Wi-
around that just like
It's a
punches things.
wind-up toy.
Gives them, it actually like has a voice box in it, and every once in a while it just
I
gives
am the
out
dragon.
random, it just, little quotes.
Many of the stupid things I said during that month.
Oh no!
But yep, that clay will make whatever you need. Just like if you have an idea and you don't really know if it's something that clay can do, just ask me and I'll let you know.
Zoro has a very imaginative side.
Snip makes a mate for Chubster. That would work.
Eh.
I mean, I keep going back to this really cute art that I found of like little geckos and lizards with like bows and arrows or sword and shield. I'm like,
You make weapons for Chubster.
Chubster becomes mini archer.
All I can think of is Gizmo in
Mhm.
Gremlins 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when he makes the paperclip bow.
Yeah. Rambo.
Oh man.
And I actually do have some questions, Rojan, about Artificer and how Artificer spells work.
Such as
Well, they're from the wizard class, right?
eh,
So I mean, they are.
they have
they're from
but the
wizard
artificers
class.
have their own spell list. In Eberron, they have their own spell list.
Okay. Because I was like, I wonder if an artificer can just based off of the class abilities and not having to take like additional feats or anything like that, but be able to have a spell book and do like ritual castings or anything like that.
Only if
But
they
I
have
don't
the
know.
ability to ritual cast, and it's only from the spells that are from their spell knowledge. Because like every class has its own distinct spell list to choose from. Yeah, Aslan's
Ezra,
right,
I know you can
a feat
take.
for it.
I know you can take a feat for that if you're not one of those classes that can do ritual castings. But I was wondering if artificer is one of the classes that can do that.
Mm,
But it also
Pretty
doesn't
sure
say
it
anything
is
about having a spell
not,
book or anything.
Yeah, I don't think it
I'll
is.
double check in my Tasha's book during the break.
I'm actually just gonna look at the
Artificers in
spell
there.
list and see if they have the ritual tag emblem on them. In the meantime,
Well, even if they have the ritual tag, you can't cast them as a ritual
Unless you have
the
ritual caster.
casting ability.
Yeah.
exactly.
And
Yeah.
I don't think Artificer has ritual casting.
Okay.
So,
Hmm.
as everybody begins to wake up, little exhausted, there is a rap on your doors. It's another one of the automated butlers letting you know that Master Gaius requests your attendance in the dining room.
Noted. Be there in a minute.
Snit was with me, so I guess we both got that message. We'll head down together, right?
Look,
Okay.
Minako does not go. She's still angry staring out the window.
Okay. What about Callie?
Does go, but before she steps out of the room, she checks very thoroughly up and down the hallway for any sign of Bernard. And assuming he's not there, she'll go.
Okay. Yeah, there's no sign of Bernard.
Zeller makes his way down, but like as he gets up and he notices the thing on his chest, he looks at it weirdly and he kind of looks over at Somar and with the telepathic link asks where this came from. Since familiars don't sleep.
Somar's like, a strange raccoon just appeared on your bed, dropped it on your chest, and then left. You got me, but
okay. And kind of just shakes his head in disbelief and attaches it to his belt and goes down.
Okay.
Scooping up Somar in the process, but yeah.
Is Reiju heading down?
After putting the little baggie in one of her pouches, she looks over at what could only be assumed as a mirror or some sort of reflective surface. Says, screw it, the hair can stay wild today, and just waltzes out.
Yeah, bedhead.
Yeah, and it's you know the picture for a divine sorcerer? It's that.
Just all over the place.
It's like, it is literally Super Saiyan 3, but without the power up.
Do you still have your eyebrows?
I do.
Okay, then it's not Super
It's
Saiyan.
actually longer eyebrows.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're a blood elf now.
You're a World of Warcraft elf.
I am the weirdest drow you have ever met.
Or an archfey.
If only.
The antennae like
Yeah, weird stuff like that.
Yeah, and your
Just
fucking
kinda-
ears are probably like 10 kilometers long too.
I have one character who would love to be an archfey.
So
Mm,
once as you file on into the dining room, Gaius is sitting there looking a little tired, still wearing the same clothes that he left the house in last night, though it looks like he's nursing breakfast. Looks a little hungover. Next, like sitting off to his right, around the corner of the table, Bernard is there, and he's just shoveling food into his mouth like he hasn't eaten in a week.
As we were walking to the dining hall, did I run into anybody?
Not really.
Okay.
Like your room is on like a different level than everybody else's.
Okay.
Gaius specifically sequestered you away in an area where nobody would bug you.
Okay.
So, Gaius,
Snit,
how'd the date go with the bitch who shall not be named?
it wasn't a date. It was a business meeting.
Potato, potato.
I don't know anything about business meeting, but guys, I did the ritual last night.
Oh, did you? So
I
everyone
have
has their
no
memory.
idea if it worked.
Well, once everybody starts filing in, we'll find out, I guess.
Got it.
you see the most disheveled cousin
Drow
Walking
walking in.
Oh, but-
Reiju,
Oh,
are you okay?
hair. Lots of Here.
This is my life. And just slowly walks down the stairs. Just
I love you so much for that.
I knew you were gonna reference.
Just kind of like a pianist does with the coattails, she does with her hair behind the chair that she sits in. And just whatever food's in front of her, just mine.
Syra goes behind Reiju and takes out a little comb and just starts gently.
It's not gonna help. I appreciate it, but no.
But
I'll fix it later.
Oh,
the day is still young.
She tries to smooth it out a little bit. So do you remember anything?
A little too much.
It worked?
I know I gave it one hell of a sting.
Yeah. Do you remember what came before the fight, too?
Yeah, a lot of purple eyes.
The house? Or not the house, but the apothecaries.
The location, yes. Yeah. I guess we can start talking about it, and I look over to Gaius and Bernard's like, we can start talking about it.
Well, yeah.
You need Callie to remember the crap with Jared and the punch lady.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, maybe.
Well, that's great. That means it worked. I hope it worked for the others, too.
Did anyone else get a clay ball on their chest?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Gaius, what gives?
Hey, Gaius is kind of rubbing his temples, and he looks up. I don't know.
You didn't give this to us?
I just got it in about 15 minutes ago.
She'll hand Reiju the card that was left with her.
Bernard looks up. He's like, oh, some raccoon left those.
Raccoon?
A raccoon?
Do I know anything about this raccoon?
You've all heard stories of raccoon before, some sort or of a raccoon before that leaves gifts for adventurers every now and then.
Oh, it's the gift giver.
You mean the raccoon?
Oh no!
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, look at what it says on the card. We can shape into whatever we want.
If I turn the card over, is there a paw print in ink?
Yes, there is.
Well, I'll be
It's just holding the card, shaking a little bit. Oh, no.
I give the note back to Syra. I was like, I think we just got a boon.
Take it back, raccoon. I don't want to be an adventurer.
I didn't sign up for the shit.
Too bad, Callie. You are now officially an adventurer. You've gotten a raccoon gift.
This is amazing. I wonder if the others got one too.
This is the official you've made it.
So
It's your graduation present.
wait, does that mean we're a group?
I think so. How cool is that?
At this point, Sylar just
and
kind of stumbles through.
Yeah, Nirix
It
will
just
wake
says
up with the same clay as
coffee.
well.
Ooh.
As you say coffee, just Bernard pours a cup and just slides it down the table.
I stop it, I sit, and I just start drinking it.
Zellark, Sarah will rush over to you. Zellark, do you remember anything? I grab him by his shoulders. Do you remember?
Somar's head peeks out and starts to slither up your arm.
Hi, Somar. Have I met him before, actually?
Mm-hmm.
Seeing it.
Okay.
You've seen Zellar before.
Hey, buddy. Simon will go and kind of flick his tongue at Somar in greeting. Do you remember?
Syra, I will speak after this cup is empty.
Oh no, we have
No
Raven
speak,
in the
oh,
house.
no
We have
speak,
Raven
only
in our
coffee.
game.
You need to tell me if you remember. Do you?
Sarah, dear, please just sit down. Just
How hard is that? Just tell me.
let the man wake up.
Say yes or no. Nod your head. You do. He does. He does. It worked. It worked. Did you know we got a visit by raccoon too? Did you get one of these?
Mimsy sucks forever.
No,
We're
no,
a party. We're a party.
I hold up the cup of coffee and point to it.
Oh, he didn't hold up the bag. Okay. We'll regress that. Never mind. He was holding coffee. False alarm. False alarm. Sarah tries to tilt the coffee. Just hurry.
Syra,
What?
you remember what part of the spell was?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh.
No. It's fine. Just let us recuperate.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
Go sit down.
come, yeah, please. Turns out it's not as terrible as one would think. As far as the physical part, the memories. Ow.
Yeah.
Gave it what for though? For what it's worth.
Yeah, you did.
And apparently you did the thing that we weren't able to. So.
Only because you guys helped. You brought it down.
Now, would we know that she killed the thing?
Nope.
Or would our memories stop?
Your memories stopped the moment you were killed.
But Gaius told you that I did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you did the thing. So good job.
Callie, you were coming down as well, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Not
It was
moving very
just-
fast. But
Lion versus the thing. Lion won that time. But only because of what you guys did.
Hey, Callie.
Ellie! Sarah will run over. Oh,
And
wait. Sorry.
Callie, when you
Callie.
walk in, you see Bernard kind of looks up and waves at you.
Sarah traces the look over to Bernard and back to Kelly and over to Bernard. Oh, you met him? He's Bernard. He's a brother.
yeah, we met.
Oh, that's great.
As for
Interesting,
now,
right?
Mina remembers she called Syra cool.
No, she never did.
He's
She
unique.
She
said
did. She did.
She did.
Yep.
You did.
I could
Yep.
pull the
Or
bot
me.
up.
Yep.
transforming is a cool thing. I never said
Counts.
specifically that Syra was cool.
Count it.
An aspect of Syra is cool. Therefore, Syra.
Myra took it as Mina called me cool, and she
Yeah,
will.
that's
If
exactly
she's
what I
under
thought.
zone of truth, she will say that 100%, believing that.
It's in the win column.
hmm Callie, do you remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay.
A lot of
Great.
bad stuff happened.
Hmm.
Guys, we
Yeah.
did a lot of bad things.
You punched a lady.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do
Don't
anything.
remind me.
It was pretty cool.
Snit, you
wasn't.
missed out
Also
on a
really
lot
bad.
of really cool things. And a lot of terrible things.
Looks over at Scrappy. I'm not so sure about that.
He's a little
Any-
preoccupied with the subjugation of a certain card cat.
Oh no. Hmm.
There's
sit down.
a lot going on that I feel like it's. I mean, we're just normal people, right? We shouldn't be getting involved in this.
It's normal about us.
I think that's a
What's-
little too late.
Have you seen what I look like? Do I look normal anymore?
No, especially not right
Callie,
now.
Callie, normal people do not go out into the desert and destroy an entire brigand group. They don't bring down the start of a cult to a demon lord. They don't crash their bikes outside town and then spiral into all of this.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
all of that stuff was just an accident, right?
And you hear Bernard snort a little bit.
Wait a minute. Callie. Do you remember anything before being assigned to them?
For being assigned to the sisters?
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember everything.
Yeah,
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
I had a normal, quiet life.
And now you're something more.
Yeah, I guess that's one way to put it.
I mean, you had a stalker before then, but
You don't know that. You don't know that.
We don't know that. Syra knows
Sorry.
that, but
as a player,
Sarah doesn't know that either. She just
Syra doesn't know that.
She doesn't know that Bernard stalked her.
Mm.
Where's Mina?
Considering what happened, probably being moody.
Oh,
we should probably check in on her.
sure.
I mean,
Should we
she
just
might
give her
already be
time?
gone at this point.
It's doubtful. She's not that reckless. Just kind of saunters back
You
up.
remember everything, right?
I remember.
It doesn't sound like you do.
I'm trying to be nice, Kelly.
I'd like to point out the only person that knew I was at the prison was Syra.
I heard it
We
all
all
from
met
myself.
up outside the barracks
Yeah, but nobody saw what happened. You saw me outside standing.
Mm-hmm.
and being pouty.
Yeah, but you don't know what happened inside of there.
That's enough
Syra
for
being
me.
huffy.
So
Syra huffy, Mina pouty. It translates to.
Guy is just like waves his hand. He's like, "It's okay. She can't leave the house.
Okay.
Even if she were to try to walk out the front door, she wouldn't be able to today."
Let's just give her a little bit of time.
So I shouldn't check up on her.
That's your funeral.
Yeah, seriously.
She'll come down.
Man.
She'll come down when she's ready.
Fair enough.
Although you might need to remodel after she comes out. I don't know how the room will survive.
We can rebuild it. I have unfortunate information.
Uh-oh.
Praise you.
Indeed,
You still have that pendant, right?
I do.
Good. Somehow she knows.
I'm guessing it kind of gave a few flickers.
I don't know. She was just talking about a certain, well, you, wanting to meet with you and discuss payments for your pendant. She asked me to arrange a meeting as she knows that I've had dealings with you in the past.
Would it be the craziest idea to go along with it?
That's up to you.
Wait, what pendant? How do you have a pendant? And who's the person you're talking about?
Syra,
Her?
you remember when we rescued that desert survivalist when we fought the cultists under the hangar? The halfling?
Yeah.
Remember when we went to the bar?
Uh-huh.
Remember the story I told you about how I grew up?
Uh-huh.
Remember the item I showed you?
Uh-huh.
There are more of them.
And these are special somehow?
Well, if you believe the rumor.
Rumor
Apparently.
being
They're the rumor that they could possibly restore this entire city to being pre-calamity.
Oh, not the city,
status.
not the city, my dear. The entire continent.
Country?
The entire
Oh, the
continent that
continent.
we are on.
what?
Huh.
Yes, it was, if you believe the rumors, a fail-safe. That if something were catastrophic were to happen, these pendants have enough power in them when collected at a specific site to undo everything.
Hold on. Nothing comes for free. I doubt it just all of a sudden makes everything grow again.
I honestly don't know. Like I
And that
said,
could mean we go back and we lose everything. Like we could lose time. We could
if the rumors are true, it just reverts the condition of the land. It doesn't reverse time.
It would
That's
basically go to before the calamity.
The corrupted lands would become uncorrupted. Most of our continent would be once again habitable.
Would be. We need to. Whoa.
Yeah, imagine this desert actually being a jungle.
Oh no, it would still be a desert. This desert has been a desert since creation.
But the problem isn't taking it back to where the land is fertile and nourished and all that kind of stuff. The problem is, if she's the one that does it, does she have any control over? She wouldn't do this unless she gets something out of it.
I don't know, Snit. As I said, all of this is just rumors.
There's
200
really no
200-year-old rumor.
There's no way we can actually tell what they actually do, what their
Well,
purpose actually is, other than it was originally supposed to take the power of an old dead god.
All
That's
I'm
what
saying is be careful, because if she gets what she wants, she only wants what she can use to her benefit.
From what I heard, some of you guys told me some stuff yesterday that we're going to her ball she's throwing, and that she may be connected to what's going on in the city, right?
Oh, she is definitely connected to what's going on in the city. She is the city. She is the head of the Merchants Guild and thus the head of the city.
And these pendants could be tied to the power of old gods.
No, the pendants themselves are not tied to the power of old gods.
Okay.
What caused the calamity all those years ago was a botched attempt at a group of mages trying to harness the power of a long dead old god.
Oh, right.
And that's why you see the land so corrupted, why the lands of the south are, for the most part, uninhabitable.
Could those pendants be used to make another attempt at gaining that power? Someone like her
Maybe
would want that. I need to tell you guys something. Maybe she's connected to it, since we think she might be involved, but I know what the thing was, or I have suspicions about what that thing was that attacked us. You'd remember now what happened, right?
Right.
I mean, I still wasn't there.
So imagine a bunch of tentacles with eyes, kind of like that creature we fought out in the desert.
But gigantic.
Like bigger than the biggest creature you've ever seen.
The size of a building.
5 buildings.
Its eye alone.
it's known as the Cult of the Sleeper.
Cult of the Sleeper?
And she is tied to it. I confirmed that last night.
Is she being controlled, or is she actually a member?
She still has all her wits about her.
That thing was an avatar to some old god. Something evil.
Or in other words, she's willingly participating.
There were
there's
probably
no doubt about that now.
There were probably warlocks involved. They have warlocks in the cult. Maybe even she's one.
We cannot allow her to continue with this.
We need information.
She's got 3 so far.
She has 3?
Yes.
3?
Oh boy.
You have
if she's
1.
tied to this,
And
she can't have that power. Who knows what she'd do with it? I doubt it would be for the betterment of the world.
And if I
She's
tried to
tied
run
to it.
away, she would just send her lackeys to come hunt me.
We need to hide your pendant.
Even worse. You have to hide me.
We'll protect you.
At this point, Zellert gets up, walks over by Bernard, picks up the coffee, pours himself another cup.
And Bernard just hands you the full pot. You look like you need it.
Yeah.
I would say at this point you hear the clicking of Minako's boots coming down.
Here comes trouble.
And as I'm pouring, I go, why not just make her think that she had bad intel and set up the meeting, but instead of that pendant, have a fake?
She knows of the pendant. She knows that Reiju has it. She knows of Reiju.
Does she know it's real?
Yes, she knows it's real.
How? How can she know that?
Because they have a connection.
Oh. If you got close to that avatar, she's connected to it. Maybe that's how she knows.
She has the eye.
Whoa.
A special lens that, when used, can point you in the direction of a nearby pendant.
What if?
Wait a minute. That's what we need.
What?
The eye.
To take that from her?
That is the thing that can search for these pendants. That is the one thing we should either take for ourselves or destroy.
So I'll add it to the list.
Good luck with that. She keeps that on her person at all times.
If I have to punch it while she's wearing it to destroy it, so be it. I will hang high for that.
I don't think
I would
that's
highly
worth it.
suggest not trying to destroy it. I would suggest trying to obtain it for yourself. Nothing
I'm
is
guessing
going...
at this point, Minako just bursts into the
Yeah,
room.
Minako is like stomping into the room, the click-clack of her boots just echoing throughout the room.
She's ignoring everybody and she's going straight towards Gaius.
He just like in his disheveled self right now, just looks up to you.
No, I'm not finished. As once she gets within 30 feet of him, she's gonna make the echo appear right in front of him on the table. And as the echo reaches for him, she's gonna swap places and she's gonna grab him and tell him, I want Jared.
Why do you want the town guard, Captain?
He's dead.
No, he's very much alive.
He is dead.
He's not the target, Mina.
He's being controlled.
Yeah, he's being controlled. It's not his fault.
You want to kill someone, Mina?
Don't point her there. Not yet.
Speak.
You still have the cult that you can go after.
Yes.
Zizix
And she'll just like aggressively like unhand Gaius. And she'll point at Reiju. You, who?
Zizix.
Yes.
Zizix first, and then we go further.
That would be an optimal strategy, yes.
I wanted a mage, I'm gonna give him a goddamn mage.
As far as I can tell from what I remember from that night, Zizix is the reason we lost our memories. Zizix is the reason why there is an army of them. You take out that.
Zizix is only a lieutenant, if you want to say, in military standards. He does have a lot of influence and control over those in the market ward, but he's not the only one. Though he is a good place to start.
Mm-hmm. A manufacturer, basically. From the looks of it. We all remember what we saw in the vat. If he's made more of those things and continues to make things in that building, in that secluded area, unknown, we're way too over our heads.
I will raise this city.
Start with Zizix.
Mina, we had to save this city. It's not the city's fault. You have a higher calling than that.
Quite literally, there are way too many innocent lives at risk in the city to just burn it to the ground.
What was shoot, I'm forgetting her name. From the very beginning, who we saved, who Mina's connected to.
Joy.
Joy, thank you. The Syra will be like, think of Joy. Think of all of the joys that live in the city. They're innocent.
Well, Joy's not really so innocent. She's under control right now. She's one of the ones that have succumbed to the memory wipe, and Zizix now controls her.
My point still stands. It's not her fault.
You can save her. She's not an enemy. She's a puppet.
Not any more of an enemy than Jarrett. Neither of them are enemies. That makes sense?
You're muted.
You're muted.
Gets in my way. God damn it! It wasn't muted. I've been talking normally.
We couldn't hear anything.
I am going to kill whoever gets in my way.
Well, do we actually even know how to get to Zizix anymore? That's a good question.
At
When
this
you got
point,
the
I go,
apothecary,
first step, and I grab another glass, pour some coffee in there.
The duality of this party.
Oh yeah. And then I pull, reaching back up on my belt, and I pull out a flask, and I pour a little bit in, and I hand it over to Minako, and I'm like, first up, drink.
She
I
grabs
set it
it and
down.
she throws it. She is in a rage right now. She is pissed off.
Simon scatters from the sound, the noise.
This is not the Minako that was friendly to you guys. This is someone with a vengeance.
This is a rampage, Minako.
We'll
You
point
mean
you at someone
that
soon.
wasn't already?
She was nice to you guys mostly. She has no time for pleasantry right now.
Mina, just keep in mind we're your friends, and we're here to help you. And we went through the same thing you did. Everyone's hurting. We just all show it in different ways.
And with that, like, you can see Minako's like hands are like shaking.
You'll be okay. We'll get them.
She'll get off the table.
I think at this point, Callie is going to look over at Bernard more for confirmation than anything else when she talks, and she's addressing the whole group. Now, if I was the head of some big organization like this seems to be, and somebody started killing my lieutenants, I think you called this Zizix, that would just make me increase my security, be more aggressive, and hunt down the people that are killing my people. Wouldn't it be wiser to not kill anyone?
Not any of the ones that are controlled, but the ones actively working with the cult, for the cult.
But if we kill them, won't that just make our job down the road that much more difficult?
It knocks out a little bit of power at the time.
Not to mention
Time that we need.
Not to mention it knocks out any support when you go to assault the castle.
We need
Well,
to
there's-
weaken their power first.
We
Right?
can take people off the playing field without killing them.
They're
Okay,
dead.
so think of it like this. We take out Zizix, we free the market guard.
Yes, I'm not arguing for
The market guard
leaving
backs us
them
up,
be.
going into the next section, the next lieutenant, captain,
Yes,
whatever.
Understand, I'm not arguing that we leave them be. I'm arguing that we don't kill them.
They're dead.
They are taking away people's will. That is something I cannot abide.
Kelly, I
Ever.
wish there was another way too, and we can look for one, but these things, they've got magic we've never seen before. We don't know what they're capable of. We don't know if a normal jail cell would hold them because of the power that they have, the influence they have over others. They could just have someone let them
For
go.
goodness sake, the head of this city owns literally all the jail cells.
Now,
What good would that do?
Do
Technically,
not
she
forget
doesn't.
that
She
I have lived in this city my whole life. I have seen every inch of this city. I may look dumb on the outside, naive on the outside, but I understand how it works. I understand what we're up against. And I understand that some of you are blinded by your rage at the moment and you do not see any other alternative.
Do you?
I do. I don't know how to achieve it, but I see other alternatives.
Please tell us, and we can try to make a plan for that.
Yeah,
If there's a
Minako-
non-lethal option.
Minako will very
Rushing
sarcastically
in.
say, "Enlighten us, please."
Rushing in and killing makes us no better than them. We don't know who is controlled and who isn't.
We know one.
It's very easy to tell who is controlled and who isn't. The ones who aren't human. They're abominations. Single-eyed creatures that shoot very devastating beams from them. Minions of this lost god.
Yes, and as we've seen with Zizix, people in their ranks are more than capable of making themselves look like anyone they want to. So we need to find a way to determine who is controlled, who is not, before we strike down anybody. I won't be a part of a group that just runs around my city killing civilians. I won't. I refuse. And if I see you doing that, I will do everything I can to stop you.
Bernard reaches over and he places a hand on Callie's. Thankfully, I've been keeping tabs on him. I've got a good notion about who and who isn't being controlled right now.
That's
and
great.
My dear brother here may have a means to disable them so you don't have to kill them. You only have to worry about the ugly ones.
I mean, honestly, no matter which course of action we take, whether they are taken off the playing field without killing them or with killing them, the lender's gonna know.
She already knows. If she's involved, she already knows we fought with Zizix.
Bernard grins. He's like, she may know that somebody got to Zizix, but if you make sure that there are no witnesses, there's nobody to point the finger at you.
There are plenty of factions within this city. Not all of them see eye to eye. So,
And I'm sure there's plenty of factions in this city that would not take lightly to the threat of being controlled.
Exactly. And who's to say that we can't make it look like one of the other factions that we don't necessarily align ourselves with are the culprits?
Sneaky.
The point being, if we go around making a lot of noise, we're going to be the ones at the top of the suspect list. And I look at Mina.
That's a good point.
That just means you got to be quiet.
We have
Yes.
to take them out in a controlled way.
Quiet.
And be sure of our targets, right? With Bernard's help and his brothers, this sounds doable.
There
First
will
off-
be targets that you can stain your blade red with. Just
Names.
First off,
let us get you certain names.
you're going to need to find a way into Zizix's lair.
That's all, folks.
Oh, that book. Gaius, the book I brought you, was there anything in that that could help us?
That was more of his research notes than anything.
It didn't mention anything about how he's been getting in and out the apothecaries.
No,
What the hell
but
is that crystal?
that, the means for which he's able to displace himself with that apothecary would mean there would need to be some sort of focus in the establishment itself, something that would allow him to traverse at his own will.
Hey, Mina, remember getting zapped by that conduit crystal thing?
Yep.
There has to be a counterpart on the normal apothecary side, though, correct?
Yes, you would. It would require a focus point on both sides,
So it's something we can see in either.
and it would be something on this side anyway that would be inconspicuous, something that wouldn't stand out.
And there was one of us who wasn't kicked out of the apothecary.
Zelark.
Zelark was
wasn't
never
either.
seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only one who was technically like banned for life was Callie because
Callie.
punch.
Hmm.
We need to go back.
Well, if Zelok wasn't seen, then Zelok and I can go in without causing any suspicion.
But I've seen both sides too.
My problem is this. Nighttime would be the most opportune time to do that, but we can't go out there at night.
We need to scope it out first, which would be done by entering the shop during business hours.
I'm more saying it is not safe for us in this city at night.
We can go during the day. We just need to have something jog our memory, something that we saw. I can actually, so I have this thing I can do, where I can find magic, things that are emitting magic. Maybe I can do that in the shop, and it'll help us find the focus.
Hey, Syrah?
Yeah.
Remember how we scoped out the docks that, or the what's the word?
The hangar?
The hangar.
Oh yeah. When I was in my lizard form, right?
Yeah, we could do something similar.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be on my shoulder like I carry Chepster. Can you do that and
Yes.
do what you were talking about?
Yes, I can do both. Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay.
If Zizix is there, though, we might see through it all, but might not be able to see through my type of magic. I'm not sure. Because I do truly become that thing when I change. It's worth a risk.
My main goal is to not tip our hat. We don't want to cause undue suspicion.
Agreed. Okay. Anyone else want to chime in?
That's just it. I can't turn into animals. I shouldn't really be going out anywhere at this moment.
Zellar can come in with us too, since he wasn't detected. Unless you'd rather stay a final shadow figure, not known to the apothecary at all.
That might be a good idea. We can play it by ear at first.
Okay. Stay close, maybe. Come with us, but maybe, you can make your decision if you want to come in or not.
Perhaps while you guys are doing that, since I obviously can't go with you, I'll see if I can get those blueprints we were talking about.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea, actually.
Wait, what blueprints?
The Valindra's place.
And how exactly are you going to go about that, Callie?
Well, I thought I would just go ask for them. I mean, they've given me blueprints every time I've asked for them. I'm a courier. It's normal.
This is true, but you can't really go into the office and ask for the blueprints of the house of the most powerful woman in the city.
Well, I was going to ask for like a whole bunch so it wouldn't seem suspicious. And, if they say no, I am familiar with the building they're stored in.
And Bernard pipes in. He's like, "You would be better just stealing it. Let's be honest."
I wouldn't use that word
Borrowing.
specifically.
Just borrow.
Appropriating.
Yeah.
Again, we fall into the problem of the best time to do that would be at night, but that is also apparently when we are the most vulnerable.
Well, now that
It
you
actually might be better
now that you
during
have
the-
now that you have your memories, you're a little more well equipped.
It might be better during the day, you know. I'm sure that place is it kind of busy? Or, I mean, there's at least workers and stuff. You might not be noticed if they're used to seeing you.
It can be busy sometimes. I'd still like to go there and at least take a look and
But if I make a
decide
distraction,
from there.
What if I make a distraction? That's a good
Jared's-
point.
Jared's used to seeing me pick fights in public.
The,
That
o-
lets you slip in.
the only problem is they're in two different areas. The Cartographers Guild is up in the Ring of Influence.
Mina, I wouldn't start picking fights again. I already had to get you out of trouble once.
Actually, it's
I had that.
not a horrible idea. I mean, you don't have to get physical to cause a distraction. If you just
Knock
walk
a
up
few
to
boxes
the
over?
counter. Well, no, not quite. If you just walk up to the counter, ask for something you know they won't give you, and then when they say no to you, just get really vocal about it.
Okay, so maybe since Zelok isn't going to go with us to the apothecary, maybe he should go to make the grab.
He's super sneaky. He'd probably be a good person to have with you, Callie.
Yeah. I've been kind of keeping this quiet because I don't want you guys to think differently of me, but I'm quiet and I'm quite adept at making things disappear when I need to.
Callie, you have another
Why
side
would-
to you.
Why would we think differently of you for that?
That's cool.
It wasn't people, it was just items, right?
Yeah, people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
unless
make
we're
people
counting
disappear,
the people
no.
she made disappear in the desert.
You made more people disappear than I did.
That-
And the ones that I made disappear were already made of stone. So
Pharisees.
Well, I mean,
Like, and
technically
you'll
they
see,
didn't
you see Minako, like,
disappear.
loosening up.
They
Okay.
just stopped breathing.
Hmm.
They were still there.
either
I
way,
mean, not
I'd
all
be
of
happy to have Zelok along as well. But if you guys think his skills are better suited at the apothecary, then he should be wherever he should be.
Not like we all want you. You're a very
I-
popular fella right now.
I will go where I'm needed. If there's a need for a distraction, I can also do that as well.
I need to keep Reiju very far away from this Valindra. So,
Here
what are
would
you
be the
gonna
best-
do?
If I were to hide an item from the most powerful person in the world, where would that be?
Scrappy, open up.
Minako looks at the dog.
And again, Scrappy opens his mouth.
Takes the pendant off. Till next time. And just tosses it in the mouth.
Into the
And
bag of holding.
you throw it in there, and there's just an audible clang as it just sits in Scrappy's mouth.
It doesn't go into the bag of holding.
Doesn't go into the bag.
Shit.
Pick it up.
Well, that didn't work. Guys, why didn't that work?
I don't know.
I need to make
Alright.
a check for this.
I'll make an Arcana check too.
Oh, this is like I'm making a check for Gaius here. It's not an Arcana check.
I'll make an Arcana check anyways. And it won't work.
He goes, no clue. I haven't had much experience with these pendants aside from conversation and rumor.
Why not have some another one of us wear it.
I just tuck it away and like, could do that. But Valindra is expecting me to have it. I don't want to get you guys in trouble for that.
What is this pendant made out of? Like, actually, let me rephrase that. Does it look like something that I can make a replication of? I know it won't be.
It looks like a simple pendant. Like unless you know exactly what it's used for or what exactly it is. Most
No,
people
just
would,
visually.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is most people would just think it's a normal pendant.
Here's the thing. They're gonna know the fake from the real.
Well, that might be so, but like, it's a stall.
I'd rather just not have it on when I meet her, but
She's going to know that you are supposed to have it. The whole point
Right.
of meeting you is she wants to
Kill you and
persuade
take
you
the pendant.
into selling her the pendant.
Wait,
you just told me that she is actually one of the leaders for this cult, yes?
She has a high amount of influence in it, yes.
But is she truly part of it?
What do you mean?
hey,
Is she in it for the cult? Is she in it for...
I don't know. All I know is she is a I guess you would call an official of said cult.
a face? Someone who's known?
No, a leader.
I just thought of something. She's gonna meet with Reiju, yeah?
Well, if
Yes.
Reiju decides to go,
I
are
don't
the
think
ch-
you should.
What are the chances that Sizik shows up with her? No way she shows up by herself.
Zizix would not show himself in, well, his
Well, from
real
what they
form
explained,
anyway.
he can disguise himself.
Dinner, Kate.
True.
So what's to say he's not there?
What's to say he's not? All she
But-
asked was for me to arrange a meeting between her and Reiju.
And I get to set the time.
You should set the place too if you do this.
Oh, the place will be her home.
Then no. No. She has all control. She could set up magical traps. She could knock you unconscious. She could overwhelm you with her forces. There's too many variables.
Get a neutral ground.
If she wants this that badly, she'll go where you want to go.
Honestly, either way, whether you show up with it or you don't show up with it, if she really thinks you have it, she's going to do whatever she wants to take it from you. Maybe
I'm-
she'll be nice enough to pay you and leave you alone, or maybe she'll pay you and then
I
kill
can
you
Well,
afterwards
here-
for good
here's-
measure.
I could maybe
Here's-
talk to her and maybe arrange a meeting at the Merchants Guild. It's still familiar
Slightly
to her,
better.
but it's less private.
That's
Here's
familiar to me.
so.
Bernard,
Hmm.
do you know what Sizik looks like when he's disguised?
I've never
You-
seen this Zizix before.
Ever seen a little halfling lady, older type,
I've
leave
seen-
the apothecary?
I've seen many old halfling ladies leave the apothecary.
Any that leave the sign open/closed on the door?
Not that I've seen.
There's only one that I've seen that does that. Anywho, what I was trying to say earlier was that if we do allow her to actually get her hands on this with recompense, there's still the option that we can still find the other pendants and keep them safeguarded.
She does have her own people out looking for them now.
Precisely. So if we run into them, we handle them.
I have a
Sarah,
crazy,
Sarah,
like,
Sarah,
oh.
can you give me a history check?
history check. Got it. History is not so good. -1. Yay, 13.
It clicks. It's you're sitting there, and it just finally clicks into your mind. Grandma has one of those pendants.
My grandmother?
Mm-hmm.
Raju, can I take a closer look at that real quick?
By all means. Just kind of pulls it out, shows it to Syra. It's a silver chain, what looks like some sort of rim around a green, basically polished stone with the visage of white spider web lines emanating from the center, going out about 3 tiers.
I know where one of these.
Don't tell me.
Okay,
Thank you.
but I know where we can find another.
Okay.
And she'll pass it
Then-
back.
Then you should probably make
We
sure
keep-
that gets kept safe.
Exactly.
It would be very hard to find the one that I'm thinking of.
But not impossible.
Gaius.
Not impossible.
Mina,
But where it is, it's well protected.
you said my name. Did you need something?
Yes. Your brother hasn't seen Zizix. Have you seen him?
I've seen the ogre.
So you've never seen him disguised?
Can't say that I have.
Would you be able to tell if someone wasn't who they were at the meeting?
I don't understand.
Would you be able to see through an illusion?
Can't say that I can.
And she'll look at Bernard. You?
I don't have magic eyes.
I don't believe that for a second.
As he kind of smiles and he's like, only for you.
Oh, sweet.
Is Callie red again?
Oh yeah, all her feathers just did the thing, and she puffs her cheeks and clearly blushes. And looks away.
Like he picks up, he like grabs his cup of coffee and he just laughs into it as he takes a drink.
Ira raises an eyebrow, looks.
I go, Garrus, you said you had messenger birds, right?
Oh, yeah, I have birds.
Where are they at?
In the aviary, where you keep birds.
Where is that in this building?
Up in the tower. What? I don't see I don't know what you're getting at here.
At this point, Zella gets up because he has an idea.
Zellark, you can't go into the aviary without a key.
Then I need a key.
What are you doing?
Sending. I need some more. I have an idea. Just please.
Well, okay. Reaches into a coat pocket and throws you like this small brass key. You'll see an old woman in there. Tell her what the message you need to be sent, and she'll send it on the way.
All right.
Don't touch the birds. Don't talk to the birds. Don't look at the birds. For God's sake, don't look at the birds.
Syra gets a really quizzical look on her face.
The hair just kind of parts away from Rage's face, like.
Well, I go and I leave.
Okay.
You have to log off, right?
Yep.
Sorry. He was trying to give himself out.
Oh, okay. Well, if that's the case, we can end early for this.
No,
week.
you guys can go.
Well, we've only got 15 minutes left, so it's okay that we can end.
Okay.
So yeah, so that will do it for us this week. And then we will pick up in 2 weeks, which is what? The 30th. So we'll be back on the 30th with more plotting as to what exactly everybody is going to be doing.
RP.
This is an RP heavy section of this campaign, obviously.
Oh
yeah.
A lot has
Miyako has
happened.
not swung a sword in like a whole month.
No, it's been like 3 days.
Week. No. It's been a week and a half.
I think the last battle that we had was before we leveled up to 5.
Yep. You guys haven't really had much of a battle after you lost your memories.
Everyone's itching to do something.
But we're talking about player time versus in-game time. In-game time is maybe 4 days.
Which is plenty for Mina.
I mean that's
too many.
That is the downside to meeting every other week is the episodes are, you know, a bit slow at times to set up the story.
That's fine. It's a
He
good
is
story.
locked and loaded right now.
Don't worry, there is plenty of combat to be coming.
Oh, I can tell.
Hey,
So,
when the DM gives you time to prepare, you better prepare. That's all I'm saying.
Yep. So that is going to do it for us tonight, everyone. We'll be back on Monday for another episode of No Way Out, and then back here again on Tuesday for another episode of Into the Wildlands, where Gilly is going to be drawing from the deck of anythings because she volunteered Amelia to be the recipient of that. But yeah, thank you so much for everyone for tuning in, and we will catch you guys next time.
Thank you.